Yo, welcome in everybody. Get going here. Ooh, music a lot loud on my end there. Welcome in. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day. Yeah, Quitter McGee here. Quitter McGee. You know, sometimes if you just want to make a decision, you just do it and then you move on. You know what I'm saying? This is one of those decisions. I was thinking, you know what? I kind of just want to start finding uniques and stuff and moving on with the Holy Grail and stuff. So why am I doing this challenge? I kind of decided I just didn't want to do it anymore. That's all it is. So, welcome in. A little bit on the tired side today, so do forgive me, but ooh, reading's gonna be a struggle today too. What's going on, Jordan? Viv, Atomic. Welcome in, everybody. Now that's awesome. I do not have a Sunder Charm yet. Or not a Sunder. What an idiot. A Gajeeds. First run. A Gajeeds. Okay, it's fine. It's good. 34 is not bad for a first one. It could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse. I'm happy about that. Yeah. Smalps, welcome in. Yo. Bit, what's going on? First for the win up there. Nice, nice. Good to see you, Bit. What was I doing? Oh, no. I'm about to take myself out. Okay, there we go. Figured it out. Ooh. Yeah, I'm going to turn a fan on. I'm like hot. Like cold outside, so I'm like, it's weird that when it's cold outside, my basement gets really hot. Let's pull this one out of here. I just kind of want to leave a little bit of room. Maybe a 4 for now. Yeah, just a little space over here, you know? If says D4, IGN's doing a special thing for D4, huh? Interesting. Good to know. Good to know. Put on Shadowban, what's up? Nero Poison. Reading's a struggle every day for you, huh? Hey, so we're on the same bandwagon here, huh? Oh no! I should have made myself a cup of coffee before I came down here. Devastating. What was I thinking? So yeah, even though I changed it up to the Call to Arms and Heart of the Oak, I still need a couple more ists at least. Because technically, if I took this, you know, then there'd be... I could get up to Ohm, but then I would have no ists. You know what I'm saying? Like if I cube these up to get to this, I could technically get up to an Ohm. I could have Ohm Vex, but then I'd have no ist and Maul to make the Cult Arm. So I need a little bit more. And also I wanted to get up to 60 keys just to do it, you know. We're still getting cold weather, kind of. So in Michigan, it does this thing where one day it's 75 and then the next day it's 24. And it just does that over and over and back and forth for like a month this time of year. So that's pretty much where we're at now. Like one day I go for a walk and I'm wearing shorts and a tank top in the sun and I'm like, oh man, it's hot. Yeah. And the next day we get like 3 inches of snow and it like sticks for like 24 hours, then it's hot the next day and it melts again. Pretty cool. Race, welcome in. What's on, D-Gen? Gonna snipe a burr from a random monster now that I changed the challenge? Could be, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind just not doing, you know, just doing what I did. I'm changing the Call to Arms now because I'm a baby. And then, get a burr anyway. Like, I'm not gonna be mad if I find a burr on accident here. Would not be mad. This ghost pack. Guaranteed. Well, that's pretty sick. I was thinking the other day how I didn't have a Geeds yet. And like I haven't really been farming items a lot because I was doing so much LK, so that's pretty cool that I found one there right there. Cool. Your Redbeard, welcome in. Yeah, a bunch of people like same in South Dakota, same in Kentucky. Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of places kind of get that same thing. Not too surprised, I guess. Weather, am I right? Jordan, even goated slayers wet the bed sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true, huh? I guess. Oh, not you. Oh, I didn't notice it was 666 legendary. 40 the life skiller. We'll get it next time. Man, I am tired. I should yell upstairs. Gal back! Coffee now! She'd be like, excuse me? Gigantic sword. Saffron, yeah, I took care of that the other day. It really wasn't, it only took me like 10 minutes total, like to get everything out, to do it, to clean up too, so. Being a lazy bum. I do need to redo the whole yard though. I'm really wishing I would have done it the other day now though. Because it's not supposed to be cold as many days as what they originally were predicting, and if I would have got the whole yard dethatched and reseeded and stuff, it would have just been perfect. Like that raining like every day. Devastating. Can't win them all. Motel de Ville. If she pops in the chat, you should ask her. Maybe. I could just be like, screw you guys. I'm gonna make some coffee. I feel it's a little disrespectful right after I get on this. Right when I start streaming, right? Gotta at least wait a minute or two, huh? Just disrespectful. Watch streak reached. Legendary. 7 in a row. What a legend. Race. True legend right there. 7 stream streak. Oop, 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 oop. Death runes, come on. Come on. Gotta take off, bro. No, I'm joking. Peace out. Have a good day. Yeah, hopefully the runes do go better today. Appreciate it. Yeah. Peace out. That True Red says, coworkers know not to talk to you until you had your coffee. Yeah. I did have 1 cup of coffee, but I'm more of a 2 cups of coffee in the morning kind of guy. Maybe even 3. So. Don't want to be trapped in that corner, my god. Well, IO, I guess. L runes are always cool. Mundo, what's going on? Mundo Ideal. Greetings to you as well. Yo, yo, yo. Redbeard, definitely more than 1, he says, for sure. I think most people, not a lot of, I feel like people either don't drink coffee or they drink like 5 cups of coffee. Not 5. I'm a 2 or 3 to be honest. But yeah, I was like one. You ever notice too? Like if you actually buy like regular coffee cup size coffee cups, you know, like they're like teeny tiny. You gotta buy like these ones. They're like gigantic, blah blah ounce. And I'm like, isn't this just a normal cup of coffee that everybody makes? Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You know, it seems like the little coffee. They're like little teacups. All gone. I don't know. Ryan says he's got to go get himself a 3rd cup. Boy, now I feel like... Plus it's afternoon, though. I don't usually like drinking coffee afternoon much. I might need it today, though. Banyo! Welcome in. Oh, hello. Death shell. Atomic says good luck today. I need it after yesterday. I don't even, not even good luck with a high rune. I mean, I'll take it, of course. Just get like an ist or like a maul or, you know. I guess I got a maul yesterday, but if I could just get an ist, it'd be great. Just great. I was not expecting to stream for 6.5 hours yesterday and get no ist rune. I kind of thought I'd get one. But, you know, not the number of runs I have down. It's not like my odds haven't been like super bad or anything, but maybe I was too hopeful. You find a burr. I got a bunch of Sir runes, so. But no, the Countess usually don't like bind a Sir. You cube up to higher runes if you want to get to them. But you can get lucky and find one for sure. Got the Chaco from Trav. Congratulations. Yeah, after I finish this up, whatever I do here, hopefully I get some okay luck at Mephisto and Indariel. So many different times I've ran Mephisto or Andy to try to get a Shaco, and of course the other things as well, but Shaco's the main, you know, the biggest item, I guess you could say. And I just never get one, so this time the luck's gonna be different, I feel. I'm gonna get the Shaco luck this time. Burr drop rates from the Countess? She can't drop Burr or Jaw. Countess very, 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 very rarely can drop up to low. But her rune drop table, you know, the one that drops all the runes usually, is only up to ist. First time here, horrible kill. Welcome in. Ooh, don't want to do that. Orange glow and archers. I'll pass. I like taking out packs on the way, but it's not, you know. Nope. First time. Oh, I didn't read the second half of that. First time here, already need to get yourself another cup of coffee. Yeah. I'm dragging a little bit. I might have to do that actually here, due to my lack of planning on accident. One more run. Don't everybody leave. I gotta get to coffee right after this run. My Tifos, my rune luck was like your key luck. That's unfortunate. Which means both of our lucks are going to turn around here in a second. Do I have 250 magic find? Not quite. I'm brand new offline single player started, so I have really bad gear. But MF doesn't, if that's directed towards me, that is, MF doesn't affect the runes at all. Already got those maxed out. 3 keys and an ist on 4 Countess runs. Man. Man. Sounds crazy. Atomic. Yeah, spamming the TZs. Yeah, I mean, terror zones, if they're good ones, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I wasn't necessarily spamming here because it's necessarily the fastest and most efficient. You know, you need keys anyways, so you know, if I'm gonna farm torches in offline single player, I'm gonna have to get keys at some point. So here we go. Yeah, that burr more rare than jaw thing is so weird. I've definitely found, like, in there, it's not like the craziest to where like you'd be able to ever notice the difference. It's not like how we were running the Countess here and it's like, wow, we get way more orts than we do like the orts hit 99 first, or hit the highest number first. I cubed some of them up or whatever. Or wait, was it orts? Yeah, I think it was orts hit 99 first and all the rest were like 60 and 70. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I thought that's weird that orts dropped the most, you know, like the difference, the drop rates are so rare you wouldn't be able to tell in your lifetime, but I definitely seem to find more burrs than I do jaws. It's kind of weird that actually the jaw is more common than burr. Very strange. Yeah, like I didn't think that, and somebody said that, and I like I didn't believe it. I was like, that's not true. Like all the runes, like as you go up, they get more rare and more rare, but that's not the case. Oop, not that one. Zod in the den, oh my. Zod in the den, you say, huh? When it was TZ. Yeah, that's interesting, that's interesting. Good old Zod in the den. Funny. That's definitely one that I usually steer clear of. I guess when you terrorize the whole game, I try to force spawn a herald in there or something nowadays, but I guess I couldn't say. I have done it before, I guess. So. Hawaiian's belt. 99 the rune cap. Yeah, it is. Hopefully, I hope they change that one day. 99 isn't quite enough. Like 999 might be a bit too much, but like I don't know that it is for sure. I just think it might be too much. But I can tell you 99 is not enough. So we'll see what they do. I mean, I'm sure it's not that hard to change, like, whoop, you know. $666. Ooh, good thinkins. Good thinkins. Yeah, because not like almost 1,000. I mean, that seems a bit excessive. I don't really know if there would be a negative to it necessarily, but like, I don't see why you need 1,000. 666 does sound cool. And wondering too, I just like stopping and taking out packs along the way too. Sometimes hoping to get lucky. So I do it. $20 magic fine, fire poison. MF poison? Okay, well. Look at that. So it's less than whatchamacalls. It's 255 nostalgia. I don't get it. I don't get it. I might use those because I have Sandstorm Treks here. I found a couple of them. So it's less on the poison res for a Energy Shield Nova, but then you get Magic Find. Maybe we'll hang on to them. I don't need both of these, but maybe we'll hang on to them anyways for now. Long time merging if you cap it at 999, right? How the game makes us grind the same thing for hours. Doesn't really make us, but I guess I kind of get what you're saying. Can't think of many other games that have that pull. Yeah, Diablo 2 is the greatest. This is for sure the greatest. Yeah, and I do kind of like running the same spot over and over again. Most people don't. I actually kind of sort of, and not that this is necessarily what you were asking / saying, but I actually kind of recommend to a lot of people not necessarily to spam farm one place like this. I think a lot of people would get bored with it, and do get bored with it. Could be wrong though. Don't really know for sure what everyone else thinks and feels, but I think if I wasn't streaming, I'd do more of a set of run, you know, like go do Eldritch Shank, Pindle, Andy, Meth, Reset or something, you know, like a set of runs type of situation. Kind of off the topic there, what you were talking about, but cool rare jewels. Sometimes I get some cool ones, but rare jewels just never seem to quite fall into what you want, because if you want enhanced damage or something, like they only go to what, 30, and blue ones can go to 40, and like if you want pretty much everything, they go lower, but you can get more stuff. So it's a lot of times I end up not using them. Occasionally I'll take a rare one and stick it in like in Darl's Visage or something if it rolls with like fire res on it. About the only time I use them though. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, knocked off another mid. That's cool. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Troy Lion shirt. Ooh, yeah, better believe it. I was gonna be funny. I was gonna button it all the way up to the top, and I thought I decided not to. Yeah, sorry if I missed a comment. I see someone answering. Static maps, exactly. Yeah, okay, so Jiri, yeah. So it's offline single player. So if you play offline single player, static map. You always know where to go. Fine. Atomic. Then another disappointing thing to identify. Ooh, another key. Okay. I did want to get to, I think, 60 keys, because 60 keys gives you 20 torch runs, right? So, Winter V, welcome in. I'm doing okay. Oh, I was gonna go get coffee and I didn't. Did I? Huh. Right after this run. See if I remember this time. Appreciate you. Sebastian said you like the music. Left a like. See, that's how you know someone's a true legend. They drop a like on the stream. That's all you need to do to be a true legend. Oh yeah. Okay. They're not the rarest thing, but first pair I got. Come on, can we do it? At least upper 30s. Come on, upper 30s. You can do it. Okay. Not mad about it. First chance card is upper 30s. Ooh. Welcome in any new people, by the way. Appreciate you. Don't forget to drop a follow on Twitch or something. Be great. But yeah, so several people asking about the map being revealed. I'm on offline single player. My preferred way to play, actually. But yeah, cool, some cool chances right there. Atomic says 240 watching on YouTube, only 21 likes. Oh my god. Fellas, hit that like button. Come on. I'm not really that mad. I'm being over dramatic. But still. I'm watching you. 4 days in a row, says Jason. Thanks for the streams. No need to thank me. No need at all, but appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. I desperately need this coffee, so I'm gonna be back in like 1 minute and a half. Y Song, appreciate you, first time chatter. Welcome in, by the way. Sorry, I'm hopping right out. when you say first time chattering here, but gotta get this coffee. I forgot about it. Back in 30 seconds. My bad. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please. Please. Welcome in, by the way. Anyone else who hopped in when I had to make this cup of coffee. I need to put the coffee maker like right there. I literally should buy one. Set it right next to my computer. Do forgive me though. Can you play LOD on Android yet? Boy, it did take me like 3 or 4 minutes to do that, didn't it? Whoops. Oh well, we'll be alright. Back to the slaying. Iron Helm garbage. You just get 31 MF. Depends on, you know, I guess. Yeah, I usually just go with the 3-socketer for 72. Like if you're gonna try to get Magic Find, get Magic Find. If you're gonna try to get skills, get skills. You know, I don't. Because Tarnhelm has 1 skill on it, right? 1 skill, 30 something Magic Find. Oh my gosh. Good thing we waited there, huh? Is that back-to-back runs? A lemon, a pull? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got the coffee buff. You know what's up. You know what's up. Sick. Okay. Not the highest, but I mean, you know, it's good. How am I handling? Oh, so I started Trickery. I started a brand new Holy Grail. So completely fresh from new nothingness. I didn't like delete my old characters, but they're still on old, they're on old, whatchamacallit. I'm not transferring any of the characters over. I may just copy the character files, put them on a USB drive just to kind of get them out of the way. Because also I don't want, you know, I mean, it's not the biggest deal, I guess. But I don't really need a list of characters that I'm not really going to play anymore. But I don't want to delete all the stuff I found, you know, like crazy good characters and stuff. Golden Op Mist. Start fresh. Oh, nice. It's 47 hundo. Yeah, I do use Quick Cast. Yep. Oh, up here, Disciples help you with so many things throughout the years. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Glad they helped you out, and thanks for watching the vids and stuff. Literally couldn't do this all the time if it wasn't for everybody watching the videos and stuff. So, truly is that I really, really should and do like thank all y'all for watching and stuff. If you guys didn't watch my videos, I'd be breathing dusty smoke in some factory somewhere, so probably hurting my back again and burning my hands and stuff and getting steel cuts on my hands from the sharp edges and stuff. So Hershey says, yeah, like that 220 amulet for the druid. Yeah, it's so many. I had a lot of really good stuff. So it's gonna be the starting off a single player again is pretty fun though, you know. Like it's exciting finding your first griffins again in your first D-web. Those are a couple of the biggest ones because they're like rare and so useful, you know. So but then it you know, it resets to where, you know, finding a Shaco is exciting again. Shaco. Arachnid's Mesh. It's not like on the, you know, like on my other Holy Grail, it's like, oh yeah, I found an Ohm rune. Cool, you know, like, it's like I don't even, like, why does it matter? I don't have anything to make with it. Oh, a Burr rune, yes, you know, cool. Like, what am I going to make with it, you know? So. But it kind of resets that to where it's like, especially because it was so many years, 2.5 years, where the last item on the Grail was Tyrael's Might. Like, just insanely bad luck, but yeah. Myrmidon helps you get through your treadmill sessions. Nice. Yeah, I watch either I do that sometimes, live streams or like the live stream replays or whatever on Stairmaster or whatever. I usually do Stairmaster, not so much treadmill, but I do treadmill sometimes. Incline walk or even jog a little bit if I'm feeling real bananas out of my mind. Jordan says, Phil, you know you're the GOAT. Come on, don't say stuff like that. Shucks. Appreciate you, though. On a Windforce terrorized Mephisto, do people still use that? They do. I don't know if there's a lot of Boazons right now. If you were trading that to if you were thinking of trading it, there's probably like 3 Amazons on ladder right now. Like, it's just all warlocks, but people do still use it for Boazons. Yes.
It's April and 56 degrees. Sounds like brisket season to me.
Race, thank you for the 100 bits. Brisket season. Yeah, I bet you there's a lot of out there. See, brisket, I only really like brisket if it's like kind of like a medium rare, personally. Medium rare brisket. Ribeye steaks, on the other hand, extra well done. No, I'm just joking. We don't need to start that already. We don't need to start that yet. Never mind. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Sebastian, you use your imbue quest on some diadems. Yeah, that's the common one that people use, right? Or you know, that's the usual go-to, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that was all a joke, guys, by the way. I'm just kidding. This channel is all about meat, doneness, printers, and I don't even know what else. A little bit of Diablo 2 sprinkled in on the side. Gosh, this coffee is amazing. Wow, today is going way better. Burroon back on the menu, fellas. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, another pull. Yeah, this is going way better. Coffee cheats. Yeah, actually what I was doing when I walked away, I was like, hey, Frank, yeah, hey, how's the kids? Yeah, how's Sharon? Doing great, good. So my drops yesterday, yeah, they weren't very good. I'm gonna need you to get me on that. Yeah, that one. Give me that rune drop. Yeah, give me that rune drop, Clyde. Okay, you got me? Thanks, yeah. Tell Sharon I said hi. Bye. Boom, instant runes. Came back down like, oh, I should bring a cup of coffee so that they think I really went and got one. Appreciate you, Jordan. Not really my birthday, by the way. Did I fill this up with how many rails I put over here? I must need to just make a rail mule. I guess I need another one. 3 shells in a row. Legendary. Wait, was that me or you? Can't tell which one. Quest have an item level cap on gear. Quest. I'm sorry there, Crazy Shark. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Like the imbue quest thing? Yeah. In general, for people, by the way, you really shouldn't have to make mules for stuff like this. I save up stuff more so for what an idiot. Content wise, so I can make videos of like crafting sessions, you know. So most of the time, every time I ever like online when I don't plan on doing a crafting session, I do them one at a time as I have the materials for it. Just an FYI. And did it again. Gosh dang it. Not smart enough on the hotkeys. We'll just put this many in here for now. Yeah, the imbue quest. I forget exactly how that works, to be honest. I think the item level stays the same, but I don't really use it a lot. And I don't look into it a lot. It's been a long time since I looked into it and remember hearing what how the item level works for the imbue quest. So I'll have to just say that I can't answer it for you. My apologies. Gold miner, you love Trav? Ooh, nice. Not my favorite thing, but oh, gee, where are we going? Speaking of not birthday, decided to run TZ Durance last night. Pack of dolls got whacked. Oh, sorry to hear that. Never want to get whacked. Maybe you do. Got wrecked. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And they're done that. That was like when I was like magic fine to 99, that idea premise on my Sork, and I kept dying. I was 99, I died like 3 times. Which is tragic, the amount of time it takes. Man, so many Ral runes. Trying to think. I wonder where is a spot where you're going to find way more gems than you're going to find runes. Maybe cows? I don't want to run cows, though. Maybe, I don't know. Changed my mind. Yep, trash. After yesterday's luck, or lack thereof. Whoops. I was like, man, I don't know how many of these type of days I can handle. Just running over and over and over. Just like, oh, today I found 1 lem and 1 pole in 8 hours. And other days it's like, I found 4 Istrunes today, but is that going to happen again? I have no idea. And I was just thinking, you know what? I actually want to find some unique items and set items to knock out the Holy Grail. I don't want to just do this for 3 weeks, you know? Ton of gems out in LK. Yeah, that is. I just did LK, and I might end up doing it again here in the near future. So maybe we'll just wait on that. Maybe when I run LK again, because you get Ral runes out there too. So yeah, Countess usually. I mean, there's instances to run it on higher players count, but usually everyone always does P1 Countess. That's why it's so cool to do online, because you can just hop in the game by yourself, P1, ready to go. Ooh, another Tails amulet. Could it be? No. Boy, this cup of coffee is magic. Sand? Wait, what? What is the sand items that you can collect for the materials? I'm not sure what that means. Sorry there, Bammer Time. If you're still here. Was a question from a minute ago. You must mean those statues, I guess? Which those are for the new Uber Ancients? Or Colossal Ancients, I guess? We'll call them Uber Ancients. I don't want to call them Colossal. Oh, the tokens. The essences. Oh. Maybe he meant essences. Yeah, so those are to make a token of absolution to respec, if that's what you're asking about. Whoa, you found a job today, yo. Arige, I think is how that would be pronounced. Congrats on that. I could go for a job today. I could go for a lucky job somewhere, but oh yeah, trash. I didn't know that she was doing that. I actually talked to. Well, anyways, yeah, I found out she was doing that. I'm like, you are crazy. That is nuts. That's gonna take a long time. It's like watching someone self-harm them. Well, I don't know about that far. That's a bit. Obviously, you're exaggerating for comedic effect, I suppose. That sounds rough. But hey, everyone likes doing different things, you know? Definitely a challenging, like, straight-up blasting gimmick that catch people's attention for sure. That is a crazy lot of time accomplishment to have to do. Well, to choose to do. I think I said have to. I meant choose to, because obviously you choose to do it. But you know what I'm saying. Duriel for statues. Got in essence every single run. Nice. Yeah, running Duriel for. I wonder if they're going to keep it the way that it is. The statues running TZ act bosses like that. Because that seems like something. It seems to be against what they were attempting to accomplish, anyways. From what they added into the game, like they wanted you to do full game clear, so you're not spam exiting and joining, you know. But then they stick in the game this thing to where you just have to spam farm the bosses, you know, whenever it's terrorized. I feel like that maybe I'm not sure exactly. That just doesn't seem like it was what they thought it would be or something. At minimum, they need to make it so that the statues have like equal opportunity of like any of the statues dropping off of any of the bosses or something like that. At like minimum, if they don't completely remove it from the bosses or something. Really, what I would like I say with everything, I hope that they take the stuff and don't trap it behind the time clock, you know? I don't like stuff trapped in terror zones like that. That's me. Oh, guy's a mind changer. Uh-oh. Crazy, I know. You gave up too early? I might have. I might have. I don't think of it as giving up. I think of it as opening a new door of opportunity. Oh, I'm gonna die here. I was gonna take a drink of coffee before Boy, this coffee is just, oh my gosh, I might need another one. Still haven't found a World Stone shard, you say, huh? Have you completed the game in hell difficulty? Because I believe that you can find them outside of Terra zones, but like, I never looked into this either, but I believe it to be the case that you can't find the World Stone shards until after you complete the game. Like here, I was running down here for a while, didn't find any World Stone shards, and then I completed the game and yesterday, and within an hour I found like 2 of them. So, just running the Countess here. Could be that, or are you on Reign of the Warlock? Because if you're not, then you're not going to find them. That's my only 2 things that it could be, I guess. Haven't done any heralds. Not on here yet. No. I'm gonna have to 6. Thanks. I'm gonna have to get. I don't want to do heralds with warlock. I'll have to get the Hammerden going or something. Because you can't really run heralds unless you're a Hammerden or an Echoing Strike warlock. And then, yeah. You can. I'm not saying you literally can't. Like, it's impossible to even get 1 herald or something like that. But, like, in general, like, to do the full game clears, you have to be able to clear everything, of course. And if you're not a Hammerden or an Echoing Strike warlock or a Miasma warlock or whatever, Abyss warlock, you know, if you're not one of those, you can't really clear the whole game. So, in the semi-near future, we'll call it. Randy, welcome in. $. Lum. Okay. All right. I think those are both full, but oh, Bone Necro could as well, I guess. Yeah, that's a good call. It's also magic damage that almost nothing is immune to. Good call. Guess you could a few others. If you get Infinity, you could do any of the lightning builds and stuff, I suppose, too. With Infinity break immunities. Lightning Trap Assassins got the corpse explosion from the Death Sentry, so. Hershey says, generally just sees shards from champ packs. I guess I never thought about if they drop like off of a champion or not, or just from a regular white monster. I never thought about it. Gavin says I inspired him to do some runs, got a 2nd low. Nice. Atomic says 21 likes. Well, it's got to be higher than that. But still, you should hit that like button for me. We're at 110 likes with over 300 of you fine Salayas in here. Make sure to hit the like button for me. Anything good yet? Today's been popping a little bit, Northeast. What, I get 3 or 4 mid runes already? And really, I've only done like 30 runs or 40 runs at most. I didn't pay attention too much what run I was on when I started, so yeah, I'm happy about that. Especially after yesterday's series of unfortunate drops. Not good luckiness. Afternoon, welcome in, Maya's Mick. Make nice videos. Appreciate your world's biggest cruise. Thank you. Off here. Oh, Disciple. Sorry from didn't catch your comment fast enough there. You're probably already gone. But if not, peace out. Trying to read as many comments as I can. Tough though. Just do forgive me if I miss any of your comments. Jordan said I've made at least 2 enigmas since you started watching me. Like over the years, I guess you mean? Yeah, I've made a couple online. It's obviously way easier online to make Enigma than it is offline, because just, you know, you just find a crazy item on like the 1st or 2nd day, and then you trade it away, and then wait a couple days for the prices to drop on stuff, and then You can just make a negative instantly. So, yo, you mean just today? Yeah, I might have. Has your viewership increased for Reign of the Warlock? Zero Cool, it absolutely has. And I appreciate any new viewers hopping in. Excited about, you know, the expansion, the new DLC, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, definitely has for sure. Gnomeski, welcome in. Welcome in. Found a Sir from an Elite Pack, Eddie. That's what I'm hoping on the way down here. Do what you said happened. Pop a random Sir or something from an Elite Pack. Wouldn't mind that one bit. Or a Nephrune, I guess. What's better, Neph or Sir? Let me know in the comments. Archers. Don't need any of those. Doing a few runs, gonna work on the commander deck. I don't know. Is that like a Magic the Gathering statement or something? I'm not really sure. They're hopeful gamer. Or maybe you got auto-corrected. Hope Reign of the Warlock sold well enough for them to keep adding features and stuff. Yeah, hard to say. See, with me, yeah, most everybody agrees with you there. They want them to keep changing the game and fiddling with it. I'm kind of anti-change guy personally, but hey, I don't know. Everyone else is hype about it. I should just lean into it, right? Lean into it. Correct Magic the Gathering. Gotcha. See, I'm a genius. I know these things. I know everything. I got some Magic cards back in the day. Man, my Magic cards I got such a sick deal on. It was like, because Magic got real huge when we were like kids, and then when we were like in high school, it like kind of dropped off or whatever. And then we did this thing in high school where every week we would do some other thing that used to be like we used to do as kids, but now it's like lame to do or something. Like one day we all brought in like our old Pogs, and then like people who didn't have Pogs would go to the store and buy Pogs. Come into school. They're like, wait, you guys all have Pogs? And like, yeah. And then they'd go to the store and buy Pogs so they could play Pogs with us, you know? And similar to that, or like, then we started bringing in yo-yos. And we were all like yo-yoing down there. And we're like, oh, let's do hacky sack. Remember that was cool in like the 90s? And then the one time we're like, oh, remember Magic cards? Yeah, we all got our old Magic cards. And I was like, wait, I don't have any Magic cards. And this other kid was like, I don't care about this dumb stuff you dummies do. He's like, I got all these Magic cards. I'll sell them to you for, I don't even know, like 40 bucks. And I'm like, okay, well, how many like do you have? And he's like, you know those white boxes that are like this big? I have like 5 of them. And I'm like, oh, you have like 5 of those white boxes? You want to sell them to me for 40 bucks? And he's like, yeah, just give me the money. And I bought them. Yeah. The newest card, and this was when I was in high school, and they were all his old cards from him and his brother. So the newest cards, I believe, were 7th edition. Were the newest ones. Yes, I got them. They're in a tote right there. I can almost see them. They're behind other garbage, but not other garbage, but yeah. Unfortunately, there wasn't like, there's no Black Lotuses in it. There's none of those, what are they called? Lightning balls or something? Those ones that were fire, or whatever, mountain mana or fire. I forget how you word it. No, it's been a while. That does 3 damage for 1 mana cost. That are worth like a good amount. But there is there's like an old school Goblin King in there that's worth a little bit. They're all pretty worn though, so I guess worth is kind of a, but yeah. You'll buy them for 50 bucks? No. Well, after inflation too though, that 40 bucks is, you know. Inflation, you know. Back then it was cheaper. Gas was also like $1 a gallon back then, so. Dual lands. Yeah, I think there are some dual. I think there are some of those in there. There's none of the cards. I don't think there's any of the cards that are like worth $500 or $1,000 or anything like that though. But I think there's a lot of cards that are worth like, you know, if they were in good condition, they'd be like $50, maybe $100, like several of them like that now. But there's nothing like, you know, I'm retiring off. I don't think so. Those dual lands are, oh, well, if they're worth that much, maybe I don't have any. But yeah, just ones where there's two different, I don't know. I'd have to look. I could pull them out someday maybe, but. Maybe I need to do a MTG live stream one day. I could pull some out and then you guys be like, bro, that card's worth like $800. I'm like, really? What? Mirrodin's got similar stack of old cards. Yeah, and that's the thing with mine too. They're all very worn. Very worn. Because actually, we actually really started to like playing Magic the Gathering. We ended up starting to play it on the bus on our way to like basketball games and stuff. Because the school I went to, we would sometimes have like an hour and 45-minute bus rides to the next school and stuff where I lived. So dual land start at 250. See, I thought I did, but when you say they're worth that much, maybe I didn't. Because I can't imagine that I had these cards worth that much. I just didn't know about it. I'm one of those people. I must not then. I must not have them. Just assume that I don't have them. One day I'll look through them and maybe we'll do a end of this stream magic card reveal or something. You're gonna be like, no, Phil, those are all worth nothing. I'll give you $100 for all of them. they're all worthless, but just to help you out. Hour and 45-minute ride, crazy. Yeah, that was out of the norm, but the closest school that we would have a bus ride to would be like a half hour. Yeah, we'll call it 20 minutes. But then there was like this other school was like 45 minutes, and we're like, oh good, it's only a 45-minute ride to this school. You know. Because like the town that I went to, a lot of the towns around us like grew and got bigger, but our town never did. So then we switched to a different league. The 1 year, and I'm pretty sure this was like the catalyst for us switching into this league. It was a league of all these small schools in Michigan, like from the middle of nowhere. Our JV team went and played a school, and 3 kids on our team went to the hospital, and 1 kid on their team, they had to call in other cities' ambulances to come pick kids up. And then we ended up having to forfeit because we didn't have, because we only really had like 2 quarterbacks. I had played quarterback when I was in, I guess this was varsity. My first year on varsity. So I was, when I was on JV in like in 8th grade, I played like backup quarterback. But our quarterbacks all got hurt. And then they were going to take me and put me in at quarterback, and so that somebody could hand the ball off to our running backs, right? And then while I was warming up, taking snaps, they were like, "No, we're done. We're gonna go ahead and." But yeah, they had the ambulance take a kid, and then the same city had another ambulance took another kid, and then they had to start calling other ambulances to take kids to the hospital. One kid on our team, like kids were just unconscious, and they're like carrying them off their arms, like dangling off to the side. And the one kid on our team, his arm was like this with the bone sticking out. The biggest guy on our team too, unfortunately. But yeah. After inflation, they're called dollarbacks now, not quarterbacks. Legendary. There you go. Tell us to school? No, I'm not telling you where I grew up and stuff like that. Come on. Actually, yeah, sure. I'm from here. My mother's maiden name is blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. That's a weird name. What high runes pull from LK? All I got was Sir runes from LK when I ran that. That's it. That's all I got. Bunch of those. Over and over. On a serve from a random mob. Nice. Baloo TV. That's crazy. I want some of that luck, bro. Congrats, though. Always love hearing people getting lucky. I need some of that random pack luck. Boom Blaster said 2,200 runs, no sir or burr. Unfortunate. Vexes and ohms, though. Second low? Wow. Because low is like rarer than the sir, I believe. May even be more rare than the burr, if I'm not mistaken. I forget. Interesting. It's like unfortunate bad luck, but like kind of good luck too, I guess. Kind of, you know, how we look at it. Unfortunate. Name, address, and list of worst fears. Well, the thing is I fear nothing. So.
Woohoo, go Phil. Get them runes.
Get them maroons! God of Khan. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 10 months. You Slayer. Appreciate you for supporting the channel. Appreciate the good luck wish. Hopefully that pays off. Rune rarity doesn't go in order. I don't believe so. No, for like LK and actually just in general. I kind of thought this the other day, but I didn't. Somebody said it, and I sort of didn't believe them. The burr rune, just in general, out in the wild farming, burr runes are more rare than jaws to drop. I didn't know that. I always find more jaws or more burrs. I mean, but the drop odds calculator says that. So, but yeah, I'm pretty sure from LK that the low rune, or those high runes like that, the low rune is the rarest one to get. Talking how most people run P7. I'd have to double check the P5 drop odds on the low or whatever. They might be different. I'm pretty sure you're more likely to get a low rune at LK on P5 than you are on P7. I believe that to be accurate. Another soul. But I wonder if I could just make a gallon of coffee. Hex charms exist. No, I don't think you can get those in any way. No. Offline single player? The hero editor, maybe? You definitely can that way. I've hero edited them into videos before to mess around with. But no, you on any of the servers you can't get hex chimes or quark bows or white rings and white gloves or Oculus rings. Imagine if they did something like that. I thought about this online, like if they just did it for one season. Imagine if they did like a season of hacks or something. Not that the items are actually hacked, but they just stealth add them into the season. You're like, what does this even mean? And they're like, you'll find out. You hop into the season, all of a sudden there's people reporting, putting screenshots up on like Reddit. Look what I found off of like Bale or something, and it's like a white ring. And everyone's like, dude, get the bleep out of here. You did, like, this is, come on. And then another person, like, these people are, what do they think, this is April Fool's or something? Tell me how hyped that would be. And then at the end of the season, they all just rust storm. Poof. Tell me that wouldn't be awesome. Andy's helm? No, it's a mask, a random mask with 3 topazes in it. Good old Countess runs. Yeah, yep. Trying to knock out some more mid runes so I can get those up to enough to make Heart of the Oak and Call to Arms, and obviously keys as well. I wonder where I'm at on keys, actually. Figured I shouldn't be too hard to get to 60 here. I think 60 is a good number. 20 torch runs, that should be enough to hopefully get all the torches, but maybe not, though. Oh, I forgot I leveled up. Ooh, that one's capped out. Okay. Go up here. Where am I at now? 87. I got level 87 just running the Countess. Nice. T1 Countess runs. Level 87. Oh, speaking of keys. Season of Hacks no worse than a Mosaic and Warlock. But the thing is that Mosaic, like, it'd be a key component to it that it would just be one season and they would all poof, you know? It wouldn't hang around. It'd be intentionally for the game, like, just to have it for one season, just for, like, hype. You know what I mean? In my opinion. This says can't find the video using, I think it was, my Boazon, I got my Boazon from 2004 or something. I forget what it was called. And I've done it a couple different times, playing my Barb from, with hacked items or something. I forget exactly, like, what it's called. But you don't, I mean, it's all right. I appreciate you, Biv. You don't have to pull it up. It's all right. Maybe I need to do another one, huh? I feel like they performed shockingly worse than I expected. Like, I expect them to be, like, popping, and they weren't. But I'm not sure. Yeah, the 109. There you go. Yeah, I was going to say, if Biv can't find it, it must not exist. Because he's used... I don't even know how you find this stuff. I couldn't even find some of the stuff you pull up. I'm like, what? I forgot about that video. You scroll up here. Let's see how many missed comments. Xander said he'd love it, talking about the season of hacks, just for the one season to have that things pop into the game. I think it's an interesting idea. Played this game for 15 years-ish. Now I wanted to play again. Show gear and skills. Well, it's Energy Shield Novasork. All you do, you don't know any of the names of the stuff. On the Sorceress, you just go down the lightning tree. This is all budget gear. This isn't like the best build that you want to strive for or whatever. I'm like on my way to getting better gear, but you just max out. If you're high enough level, like around level 90, there's the skill Nova under the lightning tree. You max out Lightning Mastery, obviously boosting up your lightning skills. The Synergy for Nova, which is static. And then you max out Energy Shield and the Synergy for Energy Shield, which is Telekinesis. Own Visage. Little Trangules. Do I want to say full Trangs? Yeah, probably. Get at least one full Trang set over to the Necro. Probably. I think so. I got tons of build guide and stuff for that too. If you want to look up Sweet Phil, Novasork, it'll pop up with endgame versions, budget versions, everything in between. I gotta make up these other characters to throw over. You know, ooh, look at that beautiful, cool Ogre Maw. Just beautiful. There's my HOTO base, Call to Arms base, Crystal Sword. I think I'm just gonna make my heart or my Call to Arms my Crystal Sword this time. Once I got it. Check how many keys. I did forget already. I've come too far. No, actually, I'm going to run back. I'm not going to stop anyways, but I just want to see what it's at. $57. Oxy rings. Not Aki rings, Oxy. What's the Cruel Ogre Maul for? For Giga Chadness, generally. Wait, did I say Ogre that time or Ogre? I don't even remember. Don't even think about it. I think I said Ogre, didn't I? I better have said it right. So it's Ogre is just kind of a channel joke, and then Cruel is nasty. I want to get not that one necessarily. I want to get a Cruel Ogre Maul of Evisceration or Quickness, which is a large amount of attack speed or maximum damage. Are those two things. Quickness is obviously the attack speed. That wasn't obvious. Ogre. Ooh, Mall Sir, just in 30 minutes. Cusk, I guess we'll go with. A lot of the same letters over and over again, huh? Cusk, 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 cusk. Congrats on that luck. Missing 200 still. 200. Why I identify stupid items. What a great video. I think that one actually performed pretty good too. It's so interesting, the videos that sometimes that do good and worse than other ones. Why I identify stupid items. I love that title. Really gets your attention, doesn't it? The last movie you watched, and did you like it? Very random. Don't watch many movies, but actually, like 2 days ago, or wait, was that last night? No, that was not last night. 2 days ago, because of spring break, the grandparents took the youngest, so we could watch a movie. Me and the wife ski. Me and Gelbeck. So we watched the, was it called The Outlaws? I guess on Netflix. Wasn't great, but if you just don't think about it too hard, it was okay. I think it's called The Outlaws, but it's like in-laws, but it's like outlaws, you know? I would put it under, it's okay. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it, but if you don't have nothing to watch and you're like, I want to pick something, it's like, okay, you could, you know. It wasn't as good as like Toxic Avenger or anything, but, you know. Yeah, Pierce Brosnan was in it. Yeah. Yeah, that movie. Gotta go RP's out Atomic. Big Al, watch some Jaws. Is that the first time you've seen it or something? Like the original Jaws? Definitely a classic, obviously. Man, I don't know why I keep hitting that rack. I don't think I've gotten anything of any note off of that, and I keep wasting time going up to it. All right. Let's check this one's over here just because. Big Al says that's how the Yellowstone series, if you don't look into it too much, you don't think about it too much, just sit back, kind of veg out, just kind of like, oh. Yeah, that's what this Outlaws one is. It's like a comedy, of course, but it's not super good, you know. You just kind of like, you know, sit back, you're just kind of yeah. You know, it's not like. Watch it with your son. It was his first time. Oh, okay. Gotcha. B-Dub! Suck it, Bezos. Thank you for taking Jeff Bezos' money and giving it to a streamer in need. That's a good time to shout that out. Fellas, ladies, and gentlemen of the chat, if you got a Twitch Prime sub, make sure you use it. Don't let that bum Jeff Bezos keep it. Jeff Bezos, please don't come after me. But don't let him keep it. Take his money and give it to any streamer in need. Doesn't have to be me even. I don't even care if it doesn't have to be me. Give it to some streamer in need, for sure. For coffee, dark roast, light roast, I guess I'm kind of in the middle. To be honest, I like them all, to be honest. I don't really have a preference necessarily. I don't know. I don't really have a preference. There's 3 different types of coffee that I kind of rotate through. There's ones that they have at Aldi. It's either I'll go through like the Aldi brand and just get the Colombian There's a French, what's that French one in the yellow bag called? Espoude? I forget what it's called. I don't remember, but I don't remember at all what it's called. That's probably not even close, but, and then I buy this one German one. And yeah, I just kind of rotate through them. These 3 different kinds that they have at Aldi, so. Dylan, yo, thank you also now. B-Dub came in with the first Twitch Prime sub, and now Dylan with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you all so much for taking Jeff Bezos' money and letting me have a tiny bit of it. Appreciate you. Jordan says, got to get you a Sweet Phil coffee mug. You do. I've never heard a truer statement in my life. Those coffee mugs are pretty solid too, to be honest. They're not like sticker on the outside, so it's like you can't put it in the dishwasher or something. Or anything like that. It's like good, you know. Fine to put in the dishwasher. It's like the logo is under the glaze, whatever, so it's like perfectly smooth and stuff. Cool. You just came back, didn't realize I was talking about coffee? Oh boy. Yeah, I can see how that could be a little bit. No, I mean, I was going to say some jokes, but they'd be too inappropriate. Never mind. Not doing it. Dreams, welcoming. Good morning to you as well. Gonna get a Sweet Phil one and a barricade. Okay, all right. Picking up Chilean down. Yeah, it's weird too. I don't know why. The merch that I go through, the black coffee mugs are like double the price of the white coffee mugs. It must just be a supply and demand situation, because like who would want to get a white coffee mug, right? Like that makes no sense. Not me anyways. Mine with a white coffee mug looked kind of weird, I'm gonna be honest, but oh, Jajami. Jajami? I think so. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Legend. Used to watch streamers who would suggest we take our mom's phones and make sure her Twitch Prime isn't being wasted. I would go that far. But hey, if you got Amazon Prime already, you might as well, you know. Oh my gosh. They're coming in hot. Brad, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate y'all. Suck it, Bezos. Sorry if you're a big Jeff Bezos fan, but suck it, Bezos. Dajami? Yeah, I think that's how it is. I think that's how it's pronounced. Maybe. Appreciate you. Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. For those, got another key. Good, good, good. Did I just try to ID a key? I don't think so. I was trying to throw stuff in the stash and it like the runes wouldn't move, and then they just turn red when you try to pick them up if you already have 99 in there. Then I just picked it up and threw it out. Maybe that's what you seen. I don't know. I don't know what I did, to be honest. Remind me to use my Bezos money. Yeah. It worked. Yep, the good old Bezos subscriptions. Making Jeff Bezos go broke one Twitch sub at a time. Yeah, right. Don't think that'd be enough, but, you know, we can always try, right? Once again, sorry if there's any big Jeff Bezos fans out there. Probably a lot of them. Both full. Where are we sitting up there? 999. All right. 99's all the way up to Soul, pretty much. Except for Elrune. Afternoon. How However played... Oh, there must be a little wrong word there. Have I ever played it? Oh, Xanthus! Thank you for the 3 months. Twitch Prime sub. Oh! Appreciate you. Have I ever played Path of Exile? I have not. It just didn't look like something that I would have time to get into, to be honest. It always looked like a game that you needed a lot of time to get into, and I don't know how many, you know, don't have enough time to get into a bunch of games that take a lot of time to get into, you know. So. Boy, these archers. Not messing around over here. Kiwi is a lot. Yeah, that's what I had heard. That's what I had heard. Probably a good game and everything, but it's not. Doesn't look like something for me. Where are we at? User FS. Was that a question or a statement? I can't. It looks like a statement. You can clear the game with a paladin or a blizzard. Yeah, I mean, for kind of, sort of, for the most part, just breaking cold immunities can be a problem. Good stuff though. How much are the jewels from Uber Ancients worth? I think the only ones that are really worth anything are the physical ones, really, because just everybody's playing Echoing Strike Warlock, right? I don't know that they're really worth a ton, though, since also with the Echoing Strike Warlock, they're incredibly easy. So, I think I have all those. I'm not great at knowing values of things, though, because if I don't trade them away or trade for them, then I really have no basis of knowledge for what they would be worth. So. Good old peasant's crown. I definitely found some of these, right? Oh no, wait. Didn't I have one of these on a playthrough before? My Chronicle reset? No. Interesting. I never had a peasant's crown? Huh. Huh. Someone said the renewed Sunder Charm, physical Sunder Charm, worth 80 jaw. A lot of people have 80 jaws laying around. I mean, I do, but I would assume that you guys didn't. No, it's joking. Ooh. 323. Nice. Okay. Oh! Martial art assassin, here we come! Let's go Mosaic, because on offline single player, you can still make Mosaic. Ah! Wish it was like a lightning skiller, but still. 37 life martial arter. Pretty GG. Not the optimal skill, but you know, Mosaic, do it. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Before they can nerf it, right? Ooh, that lore's in a superior warhead. I forgot about that. Run faster or some lightning res. On to the third. Man, I gotta get this mule situation taken care of over here. Wear sunglasses with the sin. You have to get a welding mask, you know? Countess till 80 jaws when? When we get to 1,500 likes on this stream, I'll do that. Also, if we get to 1,500 likes, I'm still not doing it. Not that that would actually happen, but careful what you wish for. Yeah, I already went back on it, so You got to remember, I'm a takesy backsy kind of person, so. Let's see, our Peef saying, you remember when we have our LAN parties back in the day? People would get those. We duped them outright on LOD. Like, oh yeah, because on you could just copy the character files or whatever. Because for LAN, you would just it's just like a single player character file, so you could dupe stuff that easily. That's funny. Duping peasants' grounds. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I mean, 12 years old, duping stuff on essentially offline single player. What you gonna do, huh? I would say there's a victimless crime right there. Bring back LAN. I think the reason they got rid of it is because what people did with LAN is that's how they would test their duping programs and or different programs they use for doing different things, and so that's why they got rid of it, supposedly. Another key. Wow, they're just popping off all of a sudden. I'm very streaky, huh? Duping PvP ears. That's where it's at. Let's see. Should I keep min-maxing my Zerker or get a 6-isted phase blade? Or double or isted suicide branches. So it pretty much you just have to decide whether you want to be a Zerker or a Singer, I guess. I'm kind of a bigger fan of the Singer personally. This is just strictly opinion, of course. Because you don't have to aim as much. You just got to get close and rah 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 rah. But I mean, that's strictly. I mean, that's my opinion. So yeah, but yeah, whatever you choose, you're gonna be all right, I suppose. I play both, back and you know, here and there. So. Open BattleNet was the best. It was interesting. I remember a couple times I was trying to transfer offline single player like items to a different character because there was no shared stash, of course. I hop into a game, just a random game, and oh, there's people in here, and I drop an item and come back in. This guy's like, hey, what you doing? Like, why you hopping in our game? And I was like, oh, I was just transferring items on single player here to a different character. They're like, hey, you want this stuff? And they throw it on the ground, and you know the list of the stats on the item are so long that the font was super tiny, like you could barely read it. There was like a bunch of those items because they obviously like hero edited them on and duped them and whatever. I was like, oh, crazy. But yeah, a lot of people say they missed the LAN play. I never really did it except for hopping into Open BattleNet. Like, was the closest thing I should say to transfer stuff. How's the luck going? Maybe a little bit better than yesterday. Hard to say when you know, a short amount of time, you know. Oh, jeez. Yeah, yesterday was unfortunate. The keys, though, all of a sudden. Man. Jordan says, wait, what is this? Remember how Predator Wild Wild West the trading was back in the day? Kind of. I remember people trying to, you know, Pal's armor for, like, you know, Lemrune, and you'd be like, what? Oh, yeah, totally, I'll trade that to you. And they'd be like, oh, gotta go faster. Jeez, why did that not work? Is your inventory full? What's going on? They'd be like, no, dude, hit I gotta go. Like, hit trade faster. And I'm like, you know, and then all of a sudden they'd pop it in, and you'd notice that it was, you know, they put in Tal's armor, it wouldn't work, and then all of a sudden it's a rattle cage. And you're like, you idiots. And then they would just dip out real quick, trying to scam people. Lum? Okay, we did need a couple maps, right? I think. Cloud TV, welcome in. Yo, yo. Once Dead, also welcome in. Whoopsie. The wrong, well, jeez. Hit the wrong button. Ooh, 13 of max stamina. Oh. The old switcheroo scam. Yeah, and then there was one too where I don't remember why they would try to do it, but they would like actually this exact map. Oh, we can't trade normal because I can't get any items out of my inventory. Like my stash is completely full. There's nowhere to put it. So here, you drop the item you want to trade away right here, and I'll drop mine right here, and then run around. And that way, you know, if I turn back, you can turn back and get your item. And I'd be like, you're just gonna teleport in, and he'd be a barbarian. He's like, no, I'm a barbarian. You're the sorceress. I don't have teleport. And I came up here and I took a random item, like, you know, something like this, and he's like 1, 2, 3, go, and he dropped his item, and I'm like, and then he teleports in real quick. He picks his up and teleports in and grabs my item, and then drops it and leaves. You know, I'm like, how stupid do you think I am? I forget if yeah, I think it's the same one. Funny. Jay Peckstein, welcome in. Hello. Ryan says he wishes YouTube was more around back then so you could document all those shenanigans. Shenanigans? Is that the place with all the crazy shit on the walls? Good old shenanigans. I'm gonna pistol whip the next person that says shenanigans. Our Peef said you were an assassin against the Uber Ancients and it took you like 30 minutes to take them out. Interesting. Yeah, Echoing Strike just melts those guys. That's what I gotta try them on a, try the Ancients and Heralds and stuff on a different character. Because I feel like, and that's part of the problem with starting the character out so OP. When they bring it back down and it can't take out all the stuff, everyone's gonna be real disappointed. Really disappointed. Or when they play a different character and they're like, these characters I can't even do anything on them compared to the Echoing Strike Warlock. Like, those won't play anything else ever again. The PC also have a patch. Yeah, I just downloaded it this morning. What's the name of the restaurant in that movie? Waiting again? I don't remember. Was it Shenanigans? I don't remember. The only difference between ordinary and extraordinaries is just that little extra. It was Shenanigans and Waiting? Okay. Gotcha. Waiting is probably one of the only movies I've seen twice in the theaters, like in my entire life. But it's kind of because I went to see it, and then these people, when I was in college is when that came out. And then they were like, there was a group of like 8 of us, and you know, a couple dudes, a few chicks, and we were like, let's go to the movies and see this. And I'm like, well, it's kind of funny. I guess if y'all want to see it, I'll go see it again, whatever. Oh, gotta read and play doesn't work out sometimes. Ooh, don't want to die. Rebels, yo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, Jeff Bezos doesn't need the money. 4 people like me do. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Sold stuff on Sork. Now I will be doing Warlock, maybe? It's kind of up to you. Dealer's choice. MF Barb's pretty cool. Warlock's crazy, so yeah. The Bradley Necromancer's first character so that my gear ain't too important. Suppose that is true. Especially, let's see, Summon Necro I do like early on. Thork is pretty clutch, though. But yeah, don't blame you. Yeah, sure. Okay, I need to stop hitting that rack up there. Waste of time. Best circumstance I could get. What's that unique? I forget what it is now. Hot spurs. Pat said you bought Reign of the Warlock. Still haven't played the Warlock yet, though. Nice. Thought it needed nerfing. Yeah, I get you. If it was, if I didn't just buy it and I obviously have to make content about it, don't have to. It would be irresponsible for me to not to, though. But yeah, I may have treated it similar to Warlock if I, you know, or similar to Mosaic. I mean, if it wasn't like the hypest thing currently. Fucking potions here. Oh. Some Bradley says he bought Reign of the Warlock mainly for the stash. Yeah, don't blame me there. Its stash is neat, pretty good. I like it. Yeah, Mom said it'd be cool if they added an FCR jewel or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm obviously anti-change guy, but I don't know what everyone else would think of that. Definitely power creep, though, in that respect, since you can then, if you don't need to get FCR on a ring now, because you could obviously slap on an SOJ for more skills or something and get more damage, you know, so. Yeah, I don't know. Depends how rare it is, I guess, maybe. Leslie, you must have been on here yesterday when we were talking about Tom Green. The best musician of our era, of our generation. Go. Just found a Chaos 45 life skiller on single player. Well, it's still a really good, yeah. You could fully deck out like 5 characters with the amount that you could trade for that online, but all right. We don't need to spam the whole song in the chat. Where are the runes at here? Maybe I'll cube some of this up a little bit. See where we're at, because I think I need like 2 more Ist runes, which I think I could probably get up to. I may even be there. Because I need to have 1 Ist and 1 Maul left over to go with the Ohm to make Cult Arms, of course. So where are we here? We're at full. We'll start at Fal, actually. F-A-L. Ruby, huh? Flawed Ruby. I think you need 3 of these, don't you? Sure do. I guess this is a bit much. Emeralds at here. Is this the beginning of... Let's find out. Is this the beginning of 2 or no, this is still 3? Man, 3 lems is rough. Pull is where we start with 2. Yeah, we don't really need to save any pulls, so we'll just use both of these. We'll find another one somewhere pretty soon. Squirto pads. We'll find more ums too. You really use ums in a lot of rune words. I guess it's just 3 mals, so we'll end up with a mal left because we need pull to arms and whatnot. Need pull for Heart of the Oak. No! Well, I can cube these and come to here like this. We'll just go ahead and do that, actually. That is a good point. You do need a pull for Heart of the Oak. I might have forgotten. And you're like, you need Foul for this. It's like, no! Oh, the ruby. Oh. Oh, you need 3 lems. No! Alright, we're gonna get this. We're gonna start using all the hell runes. We're at Lum. Wait. Oh. We'll get it. We'll get there. We'll get there. What did I just say that was? This one? Yeah. We'll get there. Trust me. There's... Oh... I keep hitting the wrong hotkey. I'm not doing that on purpose, by the way. I just keep making mistakes. We got 6 of these. 2. Yeah, I guess we didn't need to do the other one, but that's fine. Oh, wait, I did, because I need to get to 3 of these to get up to 3 of those to get to that. Ruined everything. That's fine, though, because I still needed to get... I need to get 1 more ist anyways, so it's fine. I do have the bases for him already, actually, but it's fine. If I don't get another pull before my ist, my next ist, I will be not mad about it. No big deal. I had heard Tatsumix. I had heard that they fixed that. I also had heard that it was still sometimes not working from some people, but the Muzz. Chip gems, farming chip gems would have been useful. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Not doing that. I decided just to cube from a certain area, so. How's today gone so far? Solid name. It's going all right. Okay, luck. Lumrune, there we go. Nailed it. That's what I was hoping for. They broke console gold pickup? Oh, interesting. That's the first time I heard that. Never heard that from anybody. Ist. Notes? There are patch notes out. I did see, but... Lumrune legendary. Wouldn't be doable in a lifetime. Acidic thought. What I might have missed what you're referring to there. I know internet and. Is there a guy? Oh, you're referring to this other guy saying someone who actually cubed from L to Zod. Like legitimately? I couldn't imagine that, no. Like how could you find that many L runes, literally? I think there's some like thing about oh my gosh, these archers over here. I think there's actually something about Diablo 2 where the L rune actually drops way less, even in normal difficulty. Like even super early on. Like just a quirk of the game, of the way it's designed with the levels and the runes or whatever. Like I've only found 43 L runes so far, and only 26 Eld runes playing the game. But these are all capped out, and I probably found like 200 of them all. You know. Sumik said he did it twice, no problem. Maybe. He might have. Elrune be tough. Yeah, I mean, tough is kind of like an understatement, to be honest. I don't think it's logically feasible. I don't think it's technically possible, but I don't think it's logically possible for someone to do that in a legitimate way of any kind. Like maybe if you set up a bot somehow to do it for you or something, and you just let it run 24/7 for like years, maybe, or something, like it could technically be done, I guess, but maybe, but ooh, speaking of Eld runes, not finding a lot. Bat said he's seen a or you did one or someone did one, I don't know, that if you dropped an L rune once per second, it would take 4,000 years. I don't know if that's accurate, but it sounds funny either way. That's funny. Yeah, it is like a bunch of millions of L runes, right? So. Yeah. Oop. Flying it. Keep asking me about Phantomus? Nah, it doesn't sound like anything I've ever heard of. Nope. Yeah, we'll keep that just since I don't have a ton of MF charms yet. Never heard of that one before. Oh yeah, I forgot about the number of daggers at vendors. Let me look at that real quick while I'm thinking about it. Because there used to only be one and occasionally 2 daggers, but then there's like all these wands, you know. Did they get? Oh yeah, look at all the daggers now. Look at them all. They took the place of the Scepters. Unbelievable. Yeah, still can't gamble daggers, yeah. I didn't realize so many people, like, gambled for a gold dagger. When they changed that, just everyone came out, oh my gosh. I'm like, oh, I knew you could do it, but I never did it. Why would you ever do that? But people were not happy about it. Not happy. A set schedule for going live. Not exactly. I don't have a, like, here's a definitive, I will never be late. I stream at this time starting and I end at this time always. But I usually stream between Eastern time, between 11 and 3:30 usually, because that's when most of the time I have to go pick my kid up from school. This is spring break though, so I don't have to worry about that necessarily, but there's other things going on too and stuff. So I usually don't stream every day like I have been this week and stuff, but I usually stream Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday nights from 6 until 9. And then everything else I just mix in, sometimes streaming at different times. So not exactly set, but sometimes I just won't stream on a Wednesday. Sometimes I'll stream Monday, Tuesday, and depends what's going on. Like, what else is going on? Phil's on spring break, I know, right? No, Runes, come on. That's stinky. Have I ever heard of Limp Bizkit? I have heard of them. Yes, this is true. Stream full time? Yeah, full-time creator or whatever. I do 2 to 4 videos a week on YouTube, and I stream 3 or 4 days a week. Sometimes 5, sometimes 6 if I get real crazy. Can't gamble daggers now, Phil? No, since the Reign of the Warlock, you usually cannot gamble. You can't gamble any like class-specific stuff, and now that they made daggers class-specific for the Warlock, they removed them from the gambling. Lumrune and a Dole, legendary. That's getting us going. Why not make Soul from Am? Because I have 99 Am runes. And I don't really have, I was going to cube up everything lower, but I didn't really contemplate the vast number of chip gems it would take. So like at some point, like I guess I could go to Soul, but I mean I have 86 already. Like I just decided that I'm not going to go farm chip gems, and you know, so yeah. Did I make Void yet? No, I made a build guide where I kind of used one and I dabbled around, but it's not, you know, the odds are hard to come by. So obviously on single player, I don't have one here yet. I had a couple on my other Grail account or whatever, but not anymore. We started a new one. Hot Dog Flavored Water is a good album. I mean, it's probably okay, but the one with Faith on it, or like, what was it? I think the next one was the one with Break Stuff on it. Break Stuff is such a nasty song. Eldon, oh, another Gajeeds. Let's go. 2 Gajeeds today. That's sick. All right, better than the last one. Let's go. 40. Oh. 21. Come on. Man. Do I even want to keep this? It's so bad that I think I'm just going to... Usually I keep one for every character, but I may just pass this one back and forth, since this one's like so much worse. Not that it's the end of the world bad, but yeah, I think I might just pass this one back and forth. Oh well. Bev says, maybe the worst rolled one you ever seen. Yeah, forget about it. Just Madown was not too bad. Yeah, they're kind of cool. Very weird, interesting kind of like music. Depressing, I know, right? Depressing. Maybe if you hit it from up here, give me a different item. Yeah. Old Magic Find hadn't finished the Grail character yet. Still a nightmare. You'll get there. The good thing about single player offline, the season's never resetting on you. Take as long as you want. Cast, please. Gotta get my mouse in the right spot. Guess we just looked and I had a few more soul spots open, so how's the rune count going? For what my current goal is that I decided to change, we're close. Need a little more. I think I need like what, one more Ist rune essentially. Might be able to cube all the way up to it with the much lower stuff here actually, but I have to look, do a little more masky. Rail. Which is faster to get to 99? Bloodmore or cubing to Zod? Like, I don't know. Normal difficulty Bloodmore or cubing to Zod? I mean, cubing to Zod, if you just took all the runes you found and cubed up to Zod, that'd be a lot faster, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Don't know exactly what you're asking, but... Best unique they can drop from Countess? Boy, I have no idea, really. Like, the rarest? I don't know. Pretty sure you could find, like, Shaco. Which would be cool. Is that the rarest? Yeah, I don't know. But probably the best, because I'm almost positive you cannot get, like, Griffins, or you can't get D-Web and stuff. I don't think you can get Griffins. I think it's too low. I think she's only like 70-something. Just started getting back. Appreciate you. Thanks, Gladius6, for watching the guides and stuff. Appreciate you. Sounds like YouTube's they're chatting it up about how to find a Gull Dagger since you can't gamble it nowadays. I don't know. Personally, I would just never use a Gull Dagger just because, like, Spirit Sword and stuff is, like, too good to give up to get Magic Find. Like, I'll give up a Lore Helm for 72 Magic Find before I'd use a Gull Dagger. Or on a Sorceress, like, I'd give up Stealth with 4 Topazes for 100 MF rather than giving it up a Spirit Sword. Or a Crescent Moon or something. Oh, you just need it for the Chronicle. Okay, yeah, okay, I got you. I thought, yeah, okay. I didn't catch every comment. Sorry, my apologies. Gotcha. Weapon swap thing, man. Yeah, I guess I'm not about that life, so maybe that's why. Weapon swapping's too much work for Phil, I'll tell you that much. Ooh, Cruel Ether. Yeah, that's why I was even thinking, because I would never constantly be weapon swapping. Sometimes on Barb I do, I guess. But actually what I do is I swap away from, like, the one hand I have Grief and then like a 6-isted Faceblade, and I swap over to my Heart of the Oak so I can find item everything super fast. Because I would rather, once you already have like 700 Magic Find, do you really need to get 900? Like, I argue no. I'd rather get on to taking out more monsters faster. But that's just me. Hero Gull Dagger GG. There you go. If you send me a bear shirt, would I wear it on stream? No, I would not. If you gave me like $8 million, I would. Maybe 10 million, actually. Let me raise that up a little bit. Hatsumik said, I need at least 9 gigawatts of magic find. 9,000 MF. It's the proper amount. Now, when you say a bear's shirt, do you mean like a grizzly? Or like a polar? Or... muzzle. Sweet spot on MF. It's all opinion, anyways. But I don't really prescribe to an exact magic find sweet spot. It depends on the build. Like Nova's, you're not stacking up 375 magic find. It's not worth it in my opinion. That Ort rune? Yeah, I got too many Orts. Ort. MF is never worth it. Yeah, I mean, it depends what you're sacrificing, I guess, or whatever, right? But under most circumstances, yeah. You just get the MF from your Gajeeds and from, like, your Enigma, and then you call it a day, kind of, sort of. Then your small triumphs across the bottom, your Shako. If you got all the best gear, that is. That gilded shield, one of these times needs to be Herald of Zakarum. Get shell, maybe I need a shell, I don't know. Finish Hell Warlock Gull Dagger Echoing Strike build really doesn't sound bad. Well, yeah, Echoing Strike, you can use anything. Just anything. What about zero magic find? I don't usually go zero either, but I just don't like prioritize magic find anywhere. I definitely put some magic find on, but I pretty much put the build together and see how much magic find I got, and then usually just stop there. There's some instances where, you know, you just stack as much as you can on a Hindle Zerker or something, you know, but yeah. Haas or Pally Spirit Shield. Depends on the build. Hammerden, I think I usually go with the Spirit. And then on Fist of the Heavens, I think I usually go Haas. Because you got, what, 2 Pally skills? And then there's also 2 to Pally combat skills on there, too, as well. So you actually get 4 to skills. And the FCR breakpoint, since the foe, FOH, has that delay anyways. You know, it's less important, I would say, the FCR breakpoints. Not completely unimportant, obviously. Teleport and the holy bolts go off of it, but yeah, just less important in my opinion. Whoops. Countess until dual last wish. Not from me. JB Rizzle says what you like is you can leave the stream on with the kids in the room and you don't have to worry about it. Yeah, every once in a while I'll drop a swear word. Probably once a week I'll say a swear word. So I do warn you. Yeah, it's pretty much because I started streaming. I was always here with my kid during COVID and stuff, you know. Like literally, she was right here all the time. I put her computer on the backside of my computer, so that if she ever needed anything, she was right there. I'd be like, "You okay?" Blah blah blah, you know. When she was like 3, or there's a TV over here, like a little living room she'd be at and stuff. So I just, yeah, I just got used to it. You know, I got used to streaming with a 2-year-old or 3-year-old or 4-year-old next to me, yeah, all the time. Printer Fridays, though. That's where we get crazy, am I right? Fishaholic says I usually swear at him. This is true, I can confirm. Ethereal pause with Zod. Don't usually do that, but I usually end up with an in it. I don't know. I probably have found an ethereal Haas at some point, but I don't remember it. I don't know if I have. Act 4. Huh, I'm getting all the rarest, all the more rare cards for some reason. Interesting. How close are we, Phil? Pretty close to CTA and Heart of the Oak, which I changed the parameters of my thing to. That's what I'm doing now. Speaking of the wonderful lady herself, what's going on? Shirt's too short. What do you want? Okay. Pretzels and dip? Is there any dip left? Mommy bought the straight little ones too, so. Mommy's gone. Yeah, you can have that, I guess. Wait, did you have lunch? You said breakfast, didn't you? And you didn't eat lunch. Oh, you had popcorn. Okay, so you did have lunch. I didn't know that. There was pizza in there too from yesterday. Nope, just the pizza you brought home. Why don't you eat one piece of pizza and then you can have the pretzels, okay? That's way more healthy. Cooper, yeah, she's 9 at the moment. So she went to like nursery school for like 2 weeks and then they closed all the schools. So. Ral. Fired you to run LK 550. You got a low some codes and lengths and stuff. Pretty boring though, you say, huh? Yeah. I mean, it depends. I always anytime I do some stuff like that, I always have something else going on. Even if I ever do stuff like that off stream, I got a podcast or I got a YouTube video on the other, so I'm not just like straight blasting like I do when I'm streaming, like 6 hours. I'm doing nothing but reading chat and blasting, you know. But if I'm off stream, I do like 5 or 10 runs and then my video's over and I'm looking for another video, or and I look this up and I do this and that and I, look at some stock charts or something, or look at, like just doing different random things. Where are we at here? Let's see. RP found a Haas ethereal earlier. You just threw it out because you said you'd never get a Zod? Ooh, interesting. I'd throw it. That's one of those, I'd hang on to it. End up never using it, probably. But yeah. Your mom, did you ask if my daughter had a hangover? What kind of question is that? She's 9. I just realized she didn't. I didn't get her. I came down here before lunch. My wife didn't get her lunch before she left. Works out that there's some pizza in there for her. What stocks you looking at? Right now, not a whole lot, to be honest. I don't know. I'm no expert, so don't come at me. Come at me, bro. But I feel like now is not the best time. Could be wrong. More safer stuff. Old man stocks, we'll call it. Blue chips. Buy low, sell high. That's what I usually try to do. Yeah, that's usually how it goes, right? No, I don't like day trade or crazy things like that. I have a small amount in like an account that I will buy stuff and hold it for however a month or a few years, depending on what it is, you know. Mostly I'm just an index guy. Nice and boring. Got money in the IRA. Nothing too crazy. Volatile because of the war. Yeah, true story. True story. That's yep. Volatility galore. A lot of downs. Didn't really look at what it was doing today. It was like down, and then it like shot up a percent or two, and then you know, whatever. I don't know. I was honestly thinking about taking a chunk and getting some dividend stuff, since I don't really know what's going to happen here in the future, and the S&P 500 with the what to me looks like a pretty rounded top. All the different stuff going on. Looks like it might be a tumultuous another year or two. Who knows though? Who knows? It always goes back up, you mums. Yeah, it always goes up until it doesn't. But the one time it doesn't go back up, I mean, your money's going to be worthless anyway. So at that point, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin, Boeing. Well, there you go. I haven't even looked at those, to be honest, for some reason. I don't know why I never did. Probably one of those things where, not to get political, but I kind of hate those companies. So. That's as political as we'll get. Cube up to Zod at some point, Phil? No. 0%. 0.0000% chance that I'd ever do that. Cards popping off. Which one is this? Act 2. Another great company to hate, Palantir. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Yeah. AI spy company, essentially, if I'm not mistaken. At this point, I did actually have Palantir, but I sold it about a year ago, I guess you could say. Wish you bought Palantir when I was at 7. Yeah, I don't remember what I bought it at. I could look and probably brag a little bit. I bought it a long time ago and sold it about a year ago, but shoot, my phone's going. Get banned for that, did I? I did not buy a lot. You know, if I ever buy individual stocks of something that's like a gamble that I don't know necessarily what's going to happen, the company, you know, which I didn't know years ago, I'd buy like a couple $100, like $500 at most. You know, I never go, oh man, I'm going 10 G's into this tech company that I don't know if it's going to go bankrupt or not. You know, so. Donated
$2 through Super Chat. We love you, Phil.
Thank you so much for the $2. Appreciate you. Thank you. Your mom's talking about innovation from the military companies and stuff. Yeah, I just mean the whole like military industrial complex type of thing is what I was kind of talking about. I feel like all sides hate the idea of the military industrial complex, but I feel like it wasn't too controversial. But historically, yeah, a lot of innovation stuff comes through war and stuff. This is true. I think. Pretty sure. If you have a cell phone, you're chipped. Yeah, and everybody self-chip themselves. It is kind of true, yeah. That is pretty true. Phone's always listening to you. We were talking about Magic the Gathering earlier. I bet you I'll have a bunch of... I'll go on my YouTube feed. There'll be Magic the Gathering videos popping up and stuff. There'll be ads for the stuff that we talked about today. So I don't know why I get advertised for all these, you know, well done steak videos. I don't know what's... Warlock stock? There you go. It's on the up and up. Ooh. $13 to life. Archers, bro. Archers. Salt Helm. Warlock stonks. Good old stonks. Hi-oh. Air Canada. Hot tip, huh? Interesting. Maybe I'll check her out. I feel like airline's not the best to buy with what's going on, but... don't really, you know, I don't know all the ins and outs of Air Canada and stuff. What is it? I heard the crazy thing about, you know, obviously gas prices insane and stuff. I think it was it Germany or the UK? I forget which one. They're like, there's a tanker coming with gas for air travel, and after that, there's no more gas. So any planes that ever go there will have to have enough gas to get there and then to leave and fly to the next place they need to go, because they will have no gas, no jet fuel to fill up the jets. You know. Like, jeez, that sounds crazy. Your mom says, only trust maple syrup. Fishaholic says, when you watch YouTube videos, very few ads. When I put the phone down and I'm not looking at it, I get tons of ads. Interesting. Maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe when you put the phone down, that's when you're watching longer stuff, so then you're bound to get more ads, I guess, over a longer amount of time, maybe? I'm not really sure. Contagious hopping and got a 3-stream streak. Appreciate you. What about Bitcoin there, Gears? What about her? Personally, I'm not really a huge believer, but I do have a tiny bit just in case. You have a tiny bit just in case. Of what? I don't know. It goes to 70 billion. Another no drop. Another no rune drop. Lame sauce. I need a little snack. I got a box with some chips over here. I'm gonna go grab one real quick. Look at that, back already. Grabbed a cherry limeade while I was at it. Oh, speaking of cherry limeade, did you guys hit the like button on YouTube? I think you did. But, God, easy to forget. Hit that like button on YouTube, huh? Acidic Thought said he mined some ETH when he was in the military because they played for the electricity. Huh? I've heard a few different people in the military say that they did that. Interesting. Yeah, I never got into. I thought about it and I was like, nah. Like I gotta learning all that stuff, and I don't have time for that. Investing in this stuff, and I'm glad I did now because mining is like completely dead nowadays, from my understanding. Haven't looked into it in a while. Super long time. Scott, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Angel up a minute ago here says, love the music. That is pretty epic. This is true. Jimmy No Pants. That's to your name. Welcome in. No longer an everyman. Huge facilities. Yeah. It's funny around where I live. I don't know if this happens where everyone else lives too, but like a Rite Aid will go out of business or something. And then you're like, how come nothing ever went in that building? And you kind of look into it and someone like bought it and it's like a crypto mining thing now. And you're like, what? Like they just buy any random building and just shove a crypto mining thing in it? Like, I don't know. Like it's right on the corner of like 2 main roads. Like it's prime time location. Like why did they put a crypto thing in there? That's so weird. But they do it all the time around here. That or like weed, like they make them into weed grows. Spirit of Halloween. Nice. Wow. I have not had Fritos in a while. Like regular Fritos. So good. Cool. A couple months ago, probably 2 or 3 months ago when I went to Arizona, I did get some chili cheese Fritos that were good, but it's been 2 or 3 months since I had like actual chips before. Like, oh. Wow. They mine where it's cold? Well, I mean, I'm not dox myself. I live in Michigan, so I think it's fine that people know what state I'm in. Not the hugest deal. I mean, I'm wearing a Lion shirt, so. Chaos Sanction. Oh, man, it was Arcane to Chaos. How sick. If only I was there at this point to be able to go farm that stuff. Yeah, I live by the ocean. Exactly. Warm all the time. What did I get in these runs? All the runs that I did? Some stuff. Oh, I dropped my wrist thing. Put off the table somehow. Stuck to my hand a little bit. Imagine seeing Phil IRL buying. How can you buy a well-done steak? Pre-cooked? I'm at the restaurant. I'm at the shenanigans on the corner or something. Can I get that filet mignon? Can I get it well done, please, with a tomato production? Comes in that bottle. Sir, are you asking for ketchup? No, 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 no. Why did I max my energy shield and not max the synergies for Nova? To try not to die. That would be why. So I can already I can take out the Countess and stuff already. I'm getting close though. They're close to all max, but yeah, I just figured I'd instead of dying every 5th run, I would try to survive better, more better. Survive more better. 2 L runes running Trab, you're rich. Nice. It's so good. I need to eat chips all the time. That tastes so much better than rice, broccoli, and chicken. So much better. I think good. How's Bow Pally these days? I'm not sure how far back you refer to as like these days, like compared to what it was before, but it works pretty good. Bow Pally's a cool one. Nova only has one synergy. This is true. One synergy and then the lightning mastery of Coast. No more scrolls of identify. Show my build, please. I'm not going to go over the whole thing right now. I mean, I can shout out a few. I got Spirit Shield and Crescent Moon and free Topaz Helm, Stealth Armor. Oh, I did buy these. Pretty much maxed all of Energy Shield, the Telekinesis, and then the Lightning Mastery, Nova, and the Synergy. Then we got the 1-point wonders. I do have plenty of build guides on my channel if you want to see exactly how to budget ones and end game. So, Easter egg for the souls still work. Yes, it does. Watching a YouTube channel the other day. Let's see. Guy showed a delivery to his house exactly where he lived. That's crazy. You drove past his house a million times. Now, did he show his actual address, or you just recognized like the house? Quite the bungle if you accidentally show your address on your video. Warmth question mark. Yeah, I mean I got all the 1-point wonders on here for sure. I know I didn't mention it, but I assumed you knew I had 1 point into teleport, and, you know, the 1 point into warmth and the 1 point into, you know. Didn't say you had a 1 point into teleport, Phil. Must not have. Not English speaker. You're good. Yeah, I got videos with all the stuff, so, with all the build guides and stuff. Check those out. It's the best way. Racist people are way too comfortable showing personal stuff. Sometimes, yeah. I always wonder if I'm weird because I don't really, you know. It's obviously double-edged sword if you're thinking about your like streaming / YouTube career or whatever, because obviously if you show more personal stuff, and the more you show, the more people feel a connection with you, so the more likely they'll watch more, and you'll more likely they'll, you know, become members and stuff. And but also, yeah, there's a chance they'll show up at your house. So no, so for Energy Shield Nova, Stefan, you pretty much have to max Energy Shield and its synergy, or it like doesn't do nothing, pretty much. Not that it doesn't do anything, but it doesn't do a whole lot if you don't max this stuff out, pretty much. Because your life total's so low, because you put the points in energy to make up, so the Energy Shield eats the damage over here instead. Like, it kind of defeats the purpose if you don't like max it out, essentially. Did I just hear a gem drop when he attacked? Oh, I thought I heard something. Oh well. Let's see, talking kind of about how I said people expose so much, and then people, you just say being genuine is super important. Yeah, I think that's enough. I don't need to show the road I live on. Stuff like that. Vampire. Ooh. Oh. 4 runes. Okay. Bunch of stuff I don't need though. Show some credit card numbers. I'll think about it. Actually, crazy enough, my credit card, it kind of confuses people sometimes when if you give it to them. My credit card doesn't have any credit card numbers on it. You have to go into your credit card account, like online or on your phone or whatever, if you need to look up the numbers and everything. There's no numbers on my credit card. It just literally has my name and that's it. Bob said some musician showing gifts leaked his address. And then someone, home invasion? Wow. Yeah. Nope, we don't need none of that. Nope, nope, nope. Uh-oh. What you need? Yes, the one on the bottom shelf I think is yours anyways, so I think it's pretty flattened. Yep. Are you eating those pretzels already? Yeah. Oh, hey, babe. Make sure you put the dip back, because it'll go bad if you leave it out. You don't want to leave it out for hours. Like when you're done. Lions comeback year? Oh, Frilla. You better believe it. Last year was just an unfortunate mistake, but this year, Super Bowl! Guaranteed. You heard it here first. Phil guarantees a Super Bowl for the Lions this year. Take that to the bank. I'm kind of joking. I think they'll do better, though. The crazy thing actually was how far they made it the year before that. The last 2 seasons, I don't know if the season ended this way. Ooh, another key. I don't know if it literally ended this way, but it was about 2/3 through the season. And at the time, the Lions had the second most games in the league missed to injury. So like if a guy missed like 3 games, that would count towards 3. And let's say another guy missed like a game, that'd be 1. So that's 4 games total. You add up all the games missed by players on the team. The Lions had the second most games missed. And the year before that, they had the most. 2 seasons in a row, the worst luck you could get. It's like...
Leave the dip out. Living on the edge.
Deckard, yo, no, you can't leave the dip out. We know it. Come on. Thank you so much for the 14 months of Slayer. Deckard's records. Appreciate you. Mistakes were made. Don't go after that archer back. That was close. Oh, someone asked about gambling. Yeah, for the most part, circlets are like try to get the griffins or something, diadems, you know, but I personally hate gambling. Never get anything good. Is Heart of the Oak good for a chaos lock? It's good for sure, yeah. The best option, I'm thinking. So by chaos, you mean like fire? Or the magic? Or... terror? It's definitely a good option regardless, but it's probably not the best. Let's see, what would be better than a Heart of the Oak on fire? So you can one-handed wield things like Obsession, you know. What else is there for? Is there anything minus fire-wise on the weapon that would be like crazy insane? I don't remember fully. I'd have to look at it again. I got a video about it, but I don't remember what I settled on through when I was testing. I haven't played it since, so it's hard for me to, when I haven't played something in a while, and hard for me to remember. Mang songs, there you go. Mang songs got some minus on it, and or is it plus? Skill damage. Phil's memory is just, I'm slowly slipping into senility. Yeah, Mang songs is solid there, yeah. Minus 15, gotcha. His best. Gotcha. Will I eventually do all classes on this girl? Yeah, for sure. I already got a Warlock, of course. I mean, I don't know if that's of course, but I did a Warlock playthrough. And Yeah, I will do the other characters as well, for sure. Yeah, let's go do this little pack up here. Ah, got a feeling. Incorrect feeling. Use Phil's builds. They work. Stand think. Appreciate you. Oh, yeah. Obedience has that minus fire skills. I forgot about that. Good call, Gears. Yeah, I guess if Price not an option, I guess Mags is probably the best with all the skills and stuff. And the minus Phoenix shield. Yeah. On the other hand, on the offhand. Marty. You know, you're fired, Marty. About to get yourself banned. Leaf, there you go. There you go. Acidic knows up. Yeah, Act 1 of normal difficulty. Make a leaf, use it forever. Pretty much. Could do it. The most godly leaf of all time. Can't afford a Ralph relief. Can't help you then. Struggle out there is real. Can't afford a Ral rune. In this economy? Every time I see a serpent skin armor, I'm just like, man, that could have been it. Could have been my Viper and Magi. Acidic currently rocking that leaf in spirit. Hey, it ain't broke, right? It ain't broke, right? Still no Viper Magi. Yeah, I haven't taken the time to actually try to farm gear really. All I have is what I got like lucky to find at like Lower Karast or from the Countess, you know. I haven't done after this I'm gonna do some Andy meth runs, and then if I don't get Viper Magi then I would be shocked, but it's mainly just my own choice of not going to do it yet, essentially. Another key? Yeah. Probably got enough keys now. So, we'll see. Man, hopefully I get... I'll have to double check if I can cube up to... Yeah, I got over 60 keys, so I'm kind of set there for now. We're good. So, yeah. To get up to Ohm here and still have an Ist left over, I need an Ist and Mal left over. Also need a pull to make Heart of the Oak, don't I? I could dip down lower here and just do a whole bunch of these if I can. I don't know, where does the chip gem start actually? Because that's going to be the issue. IO? Oh boy, great. I have 18 and then all these hell ruins. So yeah, under Lum is where the chips start. I don't have a lot of chippies. I guess Diamond is the one I have the most of, so. $20 emeralds, switches on the dole. Oh. Okay. The Hell Rune? I'm looking at the thing right now. Oh, no, Hell Rune's is diamond, dummy. Yeah, so I guess I could do that. I don't know how far that would get me, really. Yeah, let's keep going. I'll do it later. We'll see. Orchard Warmpus, glad to catch a stream. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you. Very kind of you. Very kind. Why not Countess to Burr? I was gonna do that, but I didn't realize the number of chip gems it would take to cube up, and then I was like, great, I'm definitely not farming chip gems. So then I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Hard pass. Yesterday I had really bad luck too, so it really put a damper on what I wanted to do. The first day I had pretty good luck. Yesterday was pretty bad luck. Like I found the equivalent of like 1 Istrune in 6 hours yesterday. Like cubing all the different stuff together. The first day I probably found like 5 in like 4 hours, so that could have been doable if I would have got that luck some more maybe, but I don't want to keep doing that. Go spam farm gem shrines? I know, right? What I should be doing right now. Nah. I kind of want to get to getting, you know, hopefully getting a Shaco and a Viper Magi and really getting to do kind of what I want to do more. What I find more entertaining, I guess is what I should say. Yes, there we go. The most beautiful rune of the game. You know it is. Everybody watching this, you know it's the best rune in the game. You know it. It is, right? we know it. We know it. Lem, 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 lem. If I was online, I could trade all these hell runes for a burr rune, probably. Probably, yeah. Yep. Lem, Fel, Ort falls for you everywhere with the last patch. I did get a bunch of Orts. I never even thought about it before though. Like, are Ort runes falling at a higher rate now? I don't think so. I don't think they changed the drop rates on anything. I think it's but yeah, I do love my Lem rune. But yeah, Orts, I got to 99 on that, like 30% faster on Orts than I did any of the runes around it. Like that was the one I got the most to 99 first. Okay, alright. So early on, this is definitely noteworthy in my opinion. I think it's my first Tails mask. Yeah, look at the little golden. So there we go. That is enough for 3-piece Tails too. I guess I got the belt. You can see what that does. But yeah, that's cool. Or I already have a Viper Magi, but I could throw this on my Merc too, huh? Ral's the prettiest rune, somebody says there. Vivi. Well, the fact is, Lem is, so it's like a fact. So it's a scientific fact. Three-piece. Yeah, we'll throw it on and see what happens, huh? What does it look like? So you get nothing on the helmet extra. Oh, ha ha ha. I could always fix that if I wanted to, but... Ooh, you get the magic find up there, almost the same as the other one. for the full set or whatever. There's no partial bonuses on there, but then you get 10 FCR here. We lose the res, but we get the lightning res life. FCR is the same, a little more. So Magic Find's about the same, and everything else is a little bit better actually. Except for the resistance slightly. I'd have to respec because I lose strength from the other gear pieces I have. Oh, this amulet. Sounds like a lot of work right now. Maybe later. Sounds like a lot of work. That Talus Amulet, mega lucky. Yeah. That Talus Amulet was crazy. Yeah. I concur. Mass Gammy belt, pretty classic. A little bit, yeah. I could definitely do that. I just don't feel like respecing it right now, and I mean it would take like 60 seconds, but who's got 1 minute to spare right now, though? Actually, I wonder what that lemur did. Did that lem put me in a spot where I could like go up easier? Got another lem, so that could get to a pull. A maul, get to the 8th ist, get up to the ohm. So yeah, really I need, man, if I could get one more, if I could just drop an ist or 2 mals. Couple ums or something. Need a little bit more. Did you ID all the runes just by graphic? I don't know. I feel like I've done that before, and I think that I could. It's one of those things, you looked at them so many times, I bet you I could. But obviously they're like in order too. Like on the Llama Trivia, we had to list them in order of what they were, and I almost got it. I just mixed up some of these ones in the middle that you never think about. I think it was, what did I mix up? Co and Fal, I think, maybe? Or something? I forget. Yeah, Eld, Tier, Nef, Eth, Ith, Pale, Rail, Ort, Thul, Am, Sol, Shale, Dole, Hel, Io, Lum, Co, Fal, Lem. Yeah, it's actually super easy. Full, Mul, Ist, Gull, Vex, Ohm, Lo, Sir, Burja, Cam, Sod. Yeah, it's actually incredibly easy, actually. Like learning a whole new alphabet. Memorized it. Mad Dog, you're close to a burr to make infinity. Best of luck. Hopefully you get that quick, huh? If I could pick one class to kind of tag along, what would it be? Probably the classic, most bestest tag along class is the Barbarian for sure. Get your battle orders up. Get them find an item for you. Ooh. Yeah, I feel like it's that, and in my opinion, it's probably not even close. Yeah. Kyle looking for that call to arms runes. Samesies. I technically could get up to Ohm right now, but then I'd have to sacrifice more than I want to, so I'm trying to get... Another Ist would be great. Nope. What's up again? Turn on your tablet. Okay. One burr, bunch of lems. You don't say. I would have never thought. I thought it would have been like 5 lems. Don't say. Where is it? There it is. Okay. Five telekinesis later to get the rack. Myrmidon says you like running around pub games, horking everything, just horking it everywhere. I've done that before. One time I was just hop into like a cow game that's pretty much like just getting over. You're like following cow runs around or along, but instead of like following them, you're actually hopping into the game, the one that they just finished over and over again, horking everything. So, first burr ever. Congrats. Congrats for sure. Amount of time to cube a bunch of 1,000 runes like that. Take a minute for sure. Maybe even more than a minute. 2 minutes? 3 minutes? Come on, one of you schlubby monsters, give me something. Burr. Oh. Got my Enigma in around 5 hours of LK. Nice. 12 hours since then, not even them all. That's some of that RNG. And 5 hours for Enigma would be crazy. It took me like 35 hours. When I did the one time I did LK to Enigma. I found a burr rune too in those runs, so that's pretty crazy. I found a burr rune after like 400 runs. What would you say an amulet 2 to Eldritch FCR? Sounds pretty good, but all that stuff on there, Mordfera, I think. I'm really bad at valuing things. I couldn't, especially amulets that everything rolls differently. Like, you know, I could, you know, look up what a Shaco's worth or something like that, but when it's like a, you know, a rare or crafted amulet that could have everything could be variable on it, it's so hard to pinpoint the price on stuff like that. And I'm not very, you know, I don't do a ton of trading, so. Or grab. Chase said, "Shave your head is not a big deal." So you tried it. Well, hopefully you like the outcome. Hopefully. Jeremy said, "Off screen, a burr dropped. You must have teleported around or something and then seen it." Almost missed it, he says. Good thing you didn't, huh? Those guys must be immune to lightning. Got a rack in LK to drop a sacred Targe. Nice. Yeah, I had one of those too. That's how I got a couple of good bases. None that were ethereal though, but I don't know that I'd want to make a exile and something in that necessarily, but yeah, oh, Sacred Targe, yeah, okay. Targe is that's the leading block rate one, right? I always get Targe and Rondash mixed up. I think mine was dropping a Targe too, wasn't it? I don't know. I could just be completely lying now. I think it was though. Mask or tip. Check the stash. Congrats on that though, getting something solid there, it sounds like. Oh, mine was, oh well. Not even Sacreds, never mind. I was mistaken. It's an alright Pally Spirit base though. They're Acheron Rondashes. Love the good bad video and expansion. Some truth was finally exposed. Yeah, I just never like the stuff trapped behind the time clocks in Terra Zones personally. That was kind of the biggest part of it. Everybody knows that the Echoing Strike Warlock's busted. That's not like anything new. But putting more stuff behind the time clock in Terra Zones, the Sunder Charms being locked behind it, and behind Terra Zones having to clear the whole game to get a Sunder Charm, but you can only clear the whole game with an Echoing Strike Warlock and like a Hammered. Or if you have Infinity already. Yeah, but well, glad you liked the video anyways. Appreciate you. No good. Getting a ton of different responses. Yeah, on your Warlock aiming that you talked about. Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's one of those things that's worth whatever someone's willing to give you, pretty much. So, Crown Shield pretty solid. Yeah, right. That is true. Exile bases, I usually don't go with Exile anyways, just because it's expensive and you only use it on like pretty much just a smiter, and it's not even like you can just throw on Dracula's Grasp and a Spirit Shield, and it's like almost the same anyway. So. And actually the base, like a really good base is actually very hard to find. Actually. Where are we at here? Almost 800 runs. Let's drop one more ist, bro. Just one more ist would be great. It kind of stinks. I've only actually dropped 2 ists. I cubed up to all the rest, so. Isn't it? It's not even guaranteed if you clear a whole game to get a Sunder. Right, yeah, no, it's not guaranteed. If you do a full game clear with 8 people in the game, with like the Magic Find trick or whatever, the Souls Easter egg, you get one every other, like one for every 2 full game clears. You might get, you on average will get 1 Sunder Charm, but that's with full games, which means there's 8 people. So you know, one person, man, imagine being in a full game like that, one guy gets like all 8 of them because they just, as soon as the ire pops up, they just spam teleport around to force spawn the Herald or something. Jeez. So yeah, it would actually, for everyone to get one, if you shared, it would take 16 full game clears to get a Sunder Charm of a random type. Oh, gross. Martel says, "Leave my Warlock alone. It's perfect as it is." Bob says, "Running with 8 people and splitting loot seems like such a headache, right?" Appreciate you, Mr. Bell. Very kind of you. not pushing profit at all costs. I mean, it is kind of true because, I mean, honestly, I would make way more money on YouTube if they just kept changing stuff all the time. But that's not like what I wouldn't like that. I mean, I would like more money. I'm not gonna lie. What kind of fibber would say they didn't like more money? But yeah. Nope, I just do everything for the love of the game. I would spend 4 hours editing videos for free every day, but Dylan says, I'm sure they'll get reworked next season talking about the Warlock. I'm sure as well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'd be surprised if they left it like that. On a Herald, then TZ the whole game. Yeah, in general, that's kind of what you more or less is kind of a good idea to do. I think, anyways. Just at least give you a little kickstart. Get a Herald or two in like a normal terrorized area. And then terrorize the rest of the game. If you want to, yeah. I don't remember what I was doing. I don't know. Teleporting around randomly. Dominic, 14 to 15 full game clears on P8 is what you say? That's not the numbers that I've seen, but that's what you want to say there. It's just not the numbers I've seen. PX online. If you're gonna farm solo online, you should just play single player, I think, in my opinion, to be honest. I would say there's essentially no chance that they would add PX command online. Because then, like, any bots that would running, it'd make it even easier for them. Everybody would just play in games by themselves all the time, you know? Which isn't what they want, I believe. I can't read their minds, but I think that's probably they don't want people to just stay in games by themselves all the time, never play with people, so... I would say there's essentially no chance of that happening. But hey, I didn't think they were going to add in a new character, so I could be wrong again. Berrigan up here a minute ago says biggest gripe, yeah, trying to force players into doing things that they don't want to do. Yeah, it is pretty annoying, to be honest. I don't like when there's quite literally only one way in the game to get an item, you know what I mean? Like, you have to go here, and you have to do this, and that's the only way. Kind of like, I've never liked torch farming. I don't even like key farming, really, but you gotta do it. At least the Countess, you get runes along with it, too, so it's like a dual purpose. The Summoner, ugh. Yeah. Jeez. Even Neelithek never drops me anything, so I don't like him either, really. But you gotta do it, so it is what it is. Yeah, just kill a lot of elites to get the Herald to spawn, says Mad Dog. Yeah, generally, yeah. Yeah. The Herald's just so random, though, it seems. Like, clear Act 1, 7 Heralds. Clear Act 2, 1 Herald. Like, what? Okay. Clear Act 3, no Heralds. What? Clear Act 4, 5 Heralds. You know, it's the smallest act, and you're like, okay, cool. Like, all of Act 5, no Herald. And you're like, oh my god, like, none? You're telling me every second that I played. And that's one of the things that's kind of like a feels bad moment. But even having the illusion of having the opportunity to drop something would be better than once you play through the whole thing and it's like, okay, every monster I just took out, because I didn't spawn a Herald, none of them had a chance to drop what I was looking for. Like, that feels bad, man. At least when you're running the pits for Tyrell's Might or something, you're like, well, every elite could have dropped it. But you quite literally know that nothing could have dropped the Sunder Charm. because you never got a herald to spawn. You know, like, feels bad, man. Feels bad. You read 5 heralds max per game? No, you maybe misunderstood something I said. That's, you can definitely get more than that. Yeah, you have to do at least 5 heralds. Well, you don't have to. I don't want to say it too exactly there. Getting up to 5 heralds to getting tier 5 herald is almost required to get a Thunder Chime, essentially. The tier 4 and 5s have a way better chance of dropping them. So, what can be annoying is killed an entire Act 2, no heralds, right? That is incredibly annoying. Yeah, oh yeah, maybe Small's right. Maybe you heard or misunderstood that the tier 5 is the max level, that every herald after the 5th one is always 5. Tier 5. Maybe that's what you read, yeah. It could have been. Samus says you have good luck, if not better, with uber ancient statues. Yeah, pretty much when there's a boss that's terrorized, almost every time I went to run them online, even just solo in games by myself, of course, I got a statue like every time almost. Probably 7 out of 8 times. So. Oh, maybe that's what someone was talking about earlier. So, Hunted Red saying 16 to 17 per full game clear. You're talking about probably herald spawns, I guess? That's the number of heralds on average. I guess I didn't remember that number, but it sounds right. Latina Moreno. Leeton Moreno. Sorry on the pronunciation. Forgive me. 8 Easter eggs. 8 soul Easter eggs done. Starting a full game clear. Let's go. Oh, how does that work, by the way? If the Easter egg happens in a game, I guess I never looked into it, or I forgot the answer. Does it give the Easter egg to everybody in the game? Or does each person... Yeah, it would have to be everybody in the game, right? You couldn't have to go to 8 different places to do it for 8 people. It'd be crazy. Critterification. 4 full game clears, no sender. Yeah, if you're in game solo doing that, like without the Easter egg bug, so I think it was solo. What was it? 1, you get a Thunder Chime on average 1 in 14 full game clears or something like that. I think was the number. Don't absolutely quote me, but yeah. So everybody has to be there. Oh, okay. So once, but everybody has to be there. Gotcha. That kind of makes sense, I guess. I don't know if it makes sense at all because it's some weird Easter egg thing, but yeah. Yeah, the current Thunder Charm thing, I think it's just a little, it's a little bit of a miss. I wouldn't even mind them being rare if it was like semi-rare or rare, if you could find it by farming. You know what I mean? Not oh hey, you have to do full game clears, so have fun going in the Crystalline Passage with witches and souls. Have fun, buddy. Like, have fun in the Swampy Pit. Have fun at the Great Marsh with more souls. Have fun, you know, the Endurance of Hate, and there's dolls blowing up in your face, and you're getting a, you know. Oh, you're saying all this stuff people hate doing, you have to go do? Great. I guess not everybody. I don't want to speak for everybody. Some people probably like the Swampy Pit. Yeah, I did a video about Pavik's Herald Guide thing or whatever. If anybody can't find it, if anyone wants to look it up or whatever, I do have a link in the description on a video I put out a couple of weeks back about the Herald stuff. I just don't have the numbers memorized, pretty much. numbers of full game clears for this particular difficulty with this much magic find, etc. etc. Gorilla says you don't do Terra Zones, so you've just been blasting the pits for years, huh? How about that? Yeah, I don't exclusively do the Terra Zones. Every once in a while I'll do, hey, here, we're doing Terra Zones for a week or something, but I don't just always jump to the Terra Zone or anything. The crypt in the graveyard, Dominic? Yeah, the crypt is pretty sparse in density, isn't it? Crypt and mausoleum stuff. PK Sick Nick. Yo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime. Sub. Appreciate you. Sorry, that was a little bit of aggressive on the growl. Do forgive me. Probably peaked my mic right there. Worth it, though. Worth it. Fritterification says if you find an SOJ or a Thunder this season, consider yourself lucky. The thing with this SOJ is I think Llama just got really unlucky. According to the numbers, they didn't nerf it that much, so I think he just got really unlucky. But also, I don't think you really run Nightmare Andy for SOJs because it'll just be P1, so, and that would just be ugh. But yeah, finding an SOJ is always a lot of luck, I think, anyways, so. Ooh, hundo, okay. A lot of luck just finding one around somewhere, right? Like Tal Rune, jeez. JNST. Welcome in. Marty. It's a bit aggressive, Marty. You just gotta embrace it. It's gonna happen, you just gotta embrace it. They're gonna be changing stuff and adding things in, right? I guess. Boommaster says let the Thunders drop like before, but have the Heralds have some ingredient. Yeah, somebody mentioned that. I had heard a similar before. Yeah, maybe a little less common than before. Maybe a little less common. I would say I agree with that, but maybe like a quarter as common as before. And then have the other. They were just, I mean, day one a ladder, like popping Thunder Chimes, no problem, was just like crazy. Kind of, in my opinion. Not, ooh, I had one life, I just didn't realize that. That was my go-to. Terrorize Eldritch, blast, 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 guaranteed Thunder Charm. Essentially guaranteed. Day one a ladder. Trade it away as fast as you can because everybody would trade a bazillion for it. Nature's Peace more rare than SOJ? I didn't think that was the case. Nature's Peace, SOJ. I think SOJ is more rare. I thought Wisp was like the rarest one, and then like SOJs. I don't really know the rarity. I guess this is like in my head, anyways. This isn't actually numbers I'd heard, but the way in my head I thought it was Wisp was the rarest, and then like SOJ, and then like BK, and then like Nature's Peace maybe. Carrion Wind right after that. I'm not sure exactly, but that's what I thought, but I'm not sure. Let's see, yeah, Llama was running P7. Imagine on P1 it'd be even worse. Yeah, I would say don't do it on Players 1. Don't try to get an SOJ from Nightmare Andy on P1. Not worth it. Oh, Thunder Fire Sorceress is OP? Ooh, I wouldn't really agree with that, but each their own opinion, I suppose. I would say it works pretty good, in my opinion, but yeah. 3 SOJs, no BK, says Joshua. Yeah, things rare enough. Things that are rare enough, yeah, those type of random RNG things can happen, huh? Oh, fire OP for Andy. Maybe that's what you meant. Yeah, fire is awesome for Andy. That's true. True. Boom Blaster saying Gajeeds, a Geeds Grand Charm drop rate seems about right for a Sunday. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too as well. But also, I don't think this is going to happen, but I would like the Sunder Charms to be removed from being trapped behind Terra Zones. I don't want anything trapped behind Terra Zones, to be honest. I wish Terra Zones were just a place you could farm that, you know, all the monsters are higher level, so you can go farm, you know, Act 2 when it's terrorized. You could find every unique in the game or whatever area. And then, obviously, for the leveling. I wish they would stop trapping things behind Terra Zones so that you don't have to do things you don't want to do. Like, at the exact time when they tell you you have to do it, you know? Nobody tells Phil what to do. Sarlacc, yo! Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. Appreciate you. Echo. You've done 122 runs, 6 keys. Not too bad of luck right there. Not the worst luck I've ever heard. Not great luck either, I suppose, but... Frollo Baggins, my time's too stretched already. Just want to play, right? Yeah, if I can sit down and play for a half hour at the time when I can play, I don't want to... Oh, man. I might as well just not play now because I just need to get this Sunder Charm in. Or I want to get this Sunder Charm. That's what I want. And I can't because it's... You know... The area that's terrorized is an area that's all immune to what I deal damage in. So, like, I guess I'm effed, you know? But yeah, I'm not, I'm actually pretty confident that they would never change that though, so I think that's gonna stay the same. But we'll see. It's worse with the statues and bosses. Yeah, I think that didn't work out the way that they thought it would, or like they didn't think about something with that or something. I'm not sure exactly, but uh-oh. Sorry, had to sneeze. Do forgive me. Woo. Dominic wants a lower drop chances on the keys. And a drop from Terra Zones. No, you're saying the opposite of what I like. No. Do not put more stuff hidden behind Terra Zones. No. Oh my goodness, no. Just my opinion. The Countess played an April Fool's joke on me yesterday. Yeah. Well, really, the luck today. What? Three and a half hours. I started off kind of hot, but now it's dried up quite a bit. The Countess is dried up for me. Rephrase. The drops have been worse. Woobly doo. Hopefully having a good day. Quantum said you terrorized, you and a few buddies terrorized a full game. You got 30 heralds in a game. Wow, that's like a crazy lucky herald spawn, to be honest. But didn't get nothing. Yeah, I mean, that's more the norm. Not getting a Sunder Charm is more common than getting one. So, yeah, it's quite the jarring difference too. I think that's kind of ends up being part of it. That people went from day one of ladder, everyone already got a Sunder Charm instantly if they wanted one, to nobody could get one. Like, not nobody, literally, but, you know, all of a sudden you have to have, you know, you have to have like multiple buddies to go out and do full game clears with in order to have an opportunity, a realistic opportunity to get one, you know. And most people don't play, they don't have 7 buddies that still play Diablo 2, and not to mention you have to do full game clears, so you got to sit down for a long time, you know. You can't just sit down for a half hour after you put your kid to bed, you know, before you have to go to bed to get up for work to play a little bit. You have to like sit down and blast, you know. Unfortunate. Highest rune today? Jeez, I think the highest rune today I got was like a pull. Maybe did I even get a mal today? I don't know. It's been going, it started off kind of like, it was like pull, lem, and I was like, yeah, you know, mid runes, at least this is cool. And then it's just been nothing, so. Yeah, just, you know, luck of the draw, I guess. Unluck of the draw. And I've been trying to get lucky off some of these other packs, but man, I have not gotten much of anything off of the other monsters around us. Really hoping to get a lucky, like, Vex drop or something, you know? But no such luck anywhere. Yeah, Bradley, I don't even have 7 friends. I mean, right? When Diablo 2 was in its heyday, I don't, like, back when we were in high school, I don't even think I knew 7 people that played Diablo 2, honestly. In my entire life, I've only known of like 5 people that played Diablo 2. Straight up. Of course, it's really easy for me to get a bunch of people in the game to play with, but that's not the average user experience, right? Bob saying 30 heralds in a game is more rare than a Sunder Charm dropping. Right, yeah, 30 heralds. That's what I was saying. I was like, that's some good luck. The one of the times I did a full game clear, I had 7 heralds in Act 1 and 7 heralds in Act 2, and I was like, oh yeah, we're getting a bunch of heralds. This is the one. And then I think I went all of Act 2 and got 1 herald, I think, and then I did all of Act 3 and I don't think I got any. And yeah, and I did Act 4. Got like 1 or 2, I think, and I was like, great. Cool. Games weren't cool when we were in school? I know, right? That's when you were a big old loser if you played video games. Well, yeah, right when Diablo 2 came out, it wasn't like cool, but then it was like when everyone started playing Halo and Call of Duty, which was not too long after that. Then everybody wanted to play video games, you know? Everybody wanted you to come over. Like, I literally would keep a TV in my, like I had an extended cab pickup. I would keep a TV behind, you know, in the extended cab part all the time. So if there was a, you know, if a Halo party broke out, I'd be like, yo, I got my Xbox. I have a router and a TV all in my truck. Like, you want to go? Gotta be prepared, you know? Yeah, a couple gems, sure. Or Anoshi saying, yeah, very, very uncommon to get 10 plus heralds in 2 acts. Yeah, I had that one time where I got 7. I got 7 of them in Act 1, and then 7 in Act 2. Chicken McNugget. Best rune today, not great. Been some rough luck again. I think rough luck anyways. In my opinion. Probably like a pull today. Very unfortunate. If I could at least find some more, if I found like 3 or 4 pulls, then I could probably get the cube up to where I need to go, but can't seem to get it. A lot of keys, though. A lot of keys. True OGs played GoldenEye. I didn't have an N64. I was PlayStation, so I was ripping like Tony Hawk, the Final Fantasies and stuff on PlayStation, stuff like that at that time. Yeah, N64 games. N64 was like the kid console, the child console. Like if you wanted to play like Banjo-Kazooie and stuff, you'd get an N64. I was like Resident Evil and, you know, stuff. Ooh. Kevin got the legendary low drop from Andy. Nice. I did one time back in the day, found a low rune, but like all these random runes that I find it and I get lucky like that. Not that I found them all the time, but when I found the low rune off of Andy, it was like 2 days before ladder reset. It's great. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 is awesome. Oh yeah, when they added in being able to manual between tricks. You know. Crazy. Conker's Bad Fur Day. I did play that. Somebody had it. I played it, yeah. Tony Hawk and Final Fantasy VII brought a lot of people to gaming. Probably, yeah, probably. Yeah, anytime there's a huge game like those ones. Massive. Little large shield. I probably found this already, but guess not. Now we did. Alright, can we get a mid rune? At least a mid, come on. Morale's not high. Heaven's Light Scepter. First one, is it even good for the Paladin? I don't remember what's on it, to be honest. Is that the one that's kind of not bad for, like, bow? Or is that... am I thinking of a different one? Can't you get, like, 6 to the Fist of the Heavens or something on that one Scepter? That one Scepter? Keep clearing them. Yeah, I'm hoping to get lucky off something. Jeez. Today's luck curse from Trav. Ben, yeah. It, both of us, I guess, huh? The game's like, hey, you're not going to Burr anymore? Fine. We just will let you not find anything. Let's see. Bob saying we definitely ripped on N64. Had to look at Tony Hawk. Gotcha. I guess I wouldn't be surprised if it was on N64 too. What else is PlayStation? Grand Theft Auto, the original ones when they were top down. Those were the days. The top down Grand Theft Autos. All kinds of stuff. There's probably a bunch of stuff I'm forgetting. I had so many PS1 games. Gosh. That console was huge. Metal Gear Solid. I actually never played that one, really. I know I tried it at somebody's house one time at some point, but I never had it. Freedom Fighters. Doesn't ring a bell at all, actually. Freedom! Played Final Fantasy VIII recently, you say, Water Joe? I actually, about 6 months ago, just, I was trying to get my daughter to play a game, and I was like, these games, they're almost like she reads books. Like, they're almost like a video game, but like a book. Like, we could play it together. And she's like, oh, okay. We got about a third of the way through the game, and she's like, I'm bored of this. Oh, man. You sure? Whoops. Did it again. Twisted Metal. Oh, yeah, Twisted Metal. There you go. StarCraft for N64. Hmm. Yeah, that's one that I kind of get asked about a lot, but I never played that one. Jeremy, yo! Think of the $5.
Baby 9518 donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Played Diablo 1 on the PS1. That's how I played through it the first time.
Oh, nice. On the PS1. Yeah, I did, I do remember hearing that it was on PS1. Yeah, I never played D1 until like a couple of years ago, to be honest. I fired it up one time, way back in the day, and I was like, wait, this isn't exactly like Diablo 2. Never mind. Like one time when the servers were down or something on D2. But yeah, thank you so much once again, Jeremy, for the $5 super. Sweet Phil break in full swing. Yeah, what is it, 3:30? Yeah, I don't have to pick the kid up. Oh my gosh, my eyes are broken. I'm going blind here. I'm an old man. Yeah, probably got to get off here semi-soon, though. We're taking the daughter to do something later. Like, I think we might get dinner, too. I think the stepson coming, too, maybe. Sure, why not? I just decided. We'll come over here. Come on. Nope. Got me nothing. Great. Get some din-din. Out to eat at a restaurant. Crazy, I know. Cheap Phil going out to eat. But original Mortal Kombat. The Scorpion. Wasn't that Smoke? You said Toasty with Scorpion. There was that one. It was didn't you beat the game and you get Smoke or whatever? And like, Toasty. Don't remember exactly how it went, but only non-T2 game I expect to see you on is Grand Theft Auto 6. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna survive till GTA 6 comes out. I don't think any humans lived that old to that age, though. That I'd need to be. Oops. Alright, it's starting to wear on me a little bit. Come on. Game. Give me something. Bob saying all you guys played D1 before D2R. Diablo 2 are pretty legendary. Yeah, I never did. Straight into D2. PvP in town in D1. D1 PvP going huge, huh? Never knew that. Get your bird. Nope. I decided that maybe I wasn't built for getting Burr Rune from the Countess. I was not built for it. So now I'm going to try to get Call to Arms and Heart of the Oak, both from the Countess. Which, I'm actually almost there already. That first day of running the Countess, I almost got enough runes to get Heart of the Oak and Call to Arms. And since then, it's been much slower. Lum, let's go. Something at least I can pick up and cube together. Jeez. 18,000 runs. I didn't think it'd be that long, but I don't know. I don't know the official numbers, I guess. Yeah, with the most limiting factor, because I was going to cube up like everything, was the plan anyways. To just give you a little bit of a boost every day, you know, from going up. Like, you could get an extra few, like, an extra ist or two every day by putting together all the runes underneath that found, but I wasn't thinking of how many chipped gems you would need to do that. I wasn't thinking that you would need 70 bagillion of them. And actually, you don't really find too many chip gems all the time. Shockingly enough. I am not farming a bunch of chip gems, so I decided, you know what, let's make it a little more manageable. Lightning Stork with Call to Arms, huge difference. Yeah, true story. Call to Arms is a huge difference. Keeping your Merc alive, keeping everything alive, yeah. Abo, so for Steam Deck. I seen Llama put out a video. I was thinking about doing a video too, just to make sure that everybody had seen it. I don't know when they're going to patch it or not and fix it. But they found a fix, a workaround to get Steam Diablo 2 working. Check Llama's recent video that he put out. Or anybody that has had an issue with Steam not working Diablo 2. You have to like copy paste like this giant text file into like one of your files or something. But they only have a fix for Europe and North America, or for Americas. They didn't have a fix for Asia, I guess, so. Thought Crescent Moon Spirit was decent enough for Energy Shield Nova Sorceress. It's decent enough. Call to Arms just like boosts it like crazy, like the survivability and all the mana, and keeps your Merc alive for his life. So much more life. Yeah, the Heart of the Oak I wouldn't use on Energy Shield Nova. That one I would be using for like if I want to do, well, a lot of other builds, you know. I'm doing a Blizzard Sorceress before I find Oculus. I'm a big fan of Oculus on a lot of sorceresses. Isted Oculus, but Legend Heroes, big Oculus fan as well. Yeah, love that Isted Oxy. Oh. Get him, buddy. Didn't realize he was immune to lightning until... Neff rune. Neff. The teleport's annoying. Teleport saves your life all the time. I love it. I love the teleport on it. Why can't you get Diablo 2 LOD on BattleNet? It's kind of weird how you got to download the D2, isn't it? I think I remember that. You have to go to like the Legacy website or something. Oh boy. Howdy, Oleasis? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Do forgive me. More walk, run on a sword. Oculus slander not tolerated. Yeah, a lot of people really hate the teleport. I don't know. I never really have too much of an issue with it. Why y'all getting hit so often? Why y'all Blizzard sorceresses that are getting hit all the time? I don't understand. Oleasis. Try to remember. I'll try to remember that. Cubed up all of my runes into a well-done steak, Jordan says, with a side of tofu. Man, that's legendary. Legendary. Quillmane. Oculus would probably save your life a few times, and then another time teleport you into certain death. So it's worth it. Save you a couple times. Okay, 3 sockets, maybe? Can't see. Oh, 1 socket. Garbage. At least we knocked her off the list. Natalia's. Lum? Okay, at least another Lum. At least a little baby something I can put together. Ollie, I like that. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Ollie. Maybe I missed something here. Mike says, I thought you needed insight for mana on the Nova Shield Sword. In general, that is true. I missed part of the conversation, but yeah, you really having a insight is... I mean, nothing's literally have to, but it's all but required, right? But before you get insight, or before you get self-infinity, Crescent Moon, good to go on the main thing there. Time we got 340 something. Okay. Yeah, come on. Maybe I just need to speed it up a little. I need to. Oh man, look at all these monsters. How can you just leave them? Too many. I was like, I need to just dip past these monsters and maybe get the Countess faster here. I think I'm gonna do that. This run from here on out, no monsters except the Countess. That's what we're doing. Nothing but speed. I'm not getting anything off these other monsters. No. I was hoping to get some lucky high rune, but just nothing. I speed to the Countess. No rune ever. Yeah, Kevin, I know it's a joke, but don't spam all caps like that. Yeah, I'll get to the Countess faster to find more runes. No. That's what you get, I know, right? What, you're not even saving Sanctuary by slaying the demons. You're just spam farming Countess. Bleep you, buddy. Where's my Lums at? 7 of them. 3, so 2. Double, foul, 3 to another Lem. Oh yeah, not enough here. Blizzork. Got one of the new jewels, says Bob. Some other things. Yeah, I mean, if you're good with Nova blasting, Nova's solid, so no need to change if you don't need to. Need to or want to. Sounds like you got everything stacked up pretty nicely on your character. So maybe I can get some boots here, huh? Do a couple pit runs, break the RNG monotony. A lot of fire, cold, dual res. I don't really have a ton of great boots yet, so maybe. Don't need this anymore. I have a spirit shield, so maybe we'll keep them just. I'll have to have like a variety of boots here and decide on where I'm running, what I'm going to want to use. Yeah, it's just bad luck. I got to get off here in a little bit anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep blasting this. So. Oh, oops! Didn't mean to click that. Speaking of blasting, make sure you guys blast the like button, huh? Get that on YouTube, huh? Just Lums. They're like, oh, we hear this guy likes Lums. Let's keep giving them to him. Pretty decent gold find boots. Yeah, I did notice that. Personally, not much of a gold finder, but 45s. Yeah. I don't know why I picked that up, really. I don't care too much about that. Super Casual recently jumped back in. Content keeps me engaged. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching the vids and stuff. I'm glad to help you out. Appreciate you. Fun. You see all them carvers over there? How could I pass that up? Can't pass up all these carvers. Look at this. Guaranteed burr. Allegedly. Maybe not. Broke my own rule. Went back and took him out. Yeah, nothing but lums. How chumpy is that? At least you could give me a lem. Boy, that ghost pack was looking like something I wanted to take out. Burr rune guaranteed. Or unique crossbow. Icker string or whatever it was. I didn't even look. Please gas. Countess until Breath of the Dying. No, that's hard pass, Skilly. Hard pass. Nope, nope, nope. Unbelievable. Bob said you're on controller. Figured telly stomping with Nova would be real hard. Maybe a little bit. I mean, the thing with Nova is you don't have to aim very close. You just have to get kind of close, right? Oh yeah, don't do that, Phil. Come on. Man, I really thought I would get it today. Like, thought I would get something. Get an ist or something. Oh well. Looks like maybe we got Countess another day again. Chronicle going. I haven't really done a lot of like unique and set item farming yet, so I'm only at like 20%, but after I do this, I'm gonna do Andy and Meph, and then it'll be at like 75% in like a week. Knock all the simple stuff off, you know? Watching my videos, Scott says, makes you realize you're not the only one that has bad luck. Yeah, everyone has bad luck sometimes. Of course, usually in videos, a lot of times you'll cut a lot of that bad luck out, so makes it seem sometimes like streamers and stuff only have really good luck, but definitely bad luck there too. Okay, let's get out of here. Come on, Countess. Brow rune. Nailed it. Pork the Cow King for low-level stuff. Yeah, that is an option, isn't it? It is an option. All right, looking at the time here, we're going to make this our final run of the day. Go kind of get stuff together and whatnot, and get ready to go out with the fam later. So maybe we'll get some last run luck, huh? Appreciate y'all joining me, though. Is this PA? No, Countess you want to do on players 1 generally. Oh, we got a co-rune. Let's see where that puts us. H4 will be the run out about that. Appreciate you, Ollie. Damn entertaining. Thank you, thank you. Where do the runes fall at here? Why don't we go? We don't need a bunch of lums, right? So, what do lums need? I'm going to cube together what I got, and we're going to see about where it takes us. Lum is the amethyst one, right? Yeah. Just need a couple of them because of how many I have. Those need sapphire, and I have 6 of them, of course. We'll do them both together though, because I could always do some of these to get to one more lum to get to the co that I need. So. And we only need 3 fells anyways, because, well, whatever. I don't care. So fells will be the ruby one. Do a lem. Lems are this. We got to a pull. Thinking ohm, bro. Wish I need to keep an ist, so it'd be 3 to 4. I wish I found one more ist. Because then I could do 2 mulls. I'd have the 8 ists, and that would be 9. And then I could leave an ist there and cube up and still have the vex to get to an ohm. But I just don't have quite enough. Man, if I could just find one more ist rune. If my math is correct. But anyways, what's the IO? We'll get the co anyways here. What's the IO? Ooh, blind. I'm blind. Topaz. Don't need this many IOs, that's for sure. Lum will be, what did I say that was? Right here. Sapphire. Could keep going. Do all a billion of these things right here, get them to come up. Maybe I might some other time. But right now I gotta get off here. So. But yeah, that being said, thank you all for joining me. Thank you to the super chats, the channel members, even Twitch Prime subs, all the good stuff. Hitting the like button on YouTube. Appreciate y'all. So with that being said, peace out and keep slaying. Oh yeah.